Can you see the web browser?
I can see it. I can't read it. I'm going to have to open it on my end, but I can see it.
Cool, let's get
Can you
started.
zoom
Then,
middle?
shall I?
Can you zoom middle?
Oh, I can do, yeah.
Yeah, it's just... yeah, it's like
There
now,
we
now I
go.
can read it. Yeah, that's better.
Let me just adjust
even
my
a
stream.
tiny
Because
bit more would be fine.
bit more?
One less.
That's
Perfect.
yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. Let me just adjust my stream. Where's the Chrome? I need to uncrop it. If I say minus 500, no, it needs to be about 300. Yeah, that's fine. 300 from the left, 300 from the right. No, about 250 from the right. They are. Call it 275. I think that should be fine. Oh, fuck, that's huge.
Mine can just click and drag.
Mine's like aspect ratio and stuff.
Yeah.
Because if I do it as it is, oh, actually no, because I'm zoomed in now, so it should be fine. If I get rid of this, it should be readable now. Yeah, that's fine. I think. Is it? I'll crop it a little bit. How do I crop it?
I'm using Tricari Astar. I'm up to 81. I haven't changed team yet.
That's so
Put it all
good.
through, you know.
So good. Yeah.
I think eventually I had to chuck in Verd for a couple of them, but I used it for floor 100 as well. It was just Tricari, Astar, and Verd floor 100.
Yeah.
Right, I think I'm good to go. Cool.
Brilliant. Should we start from the top of the list, work our way down, or?
Yeah. I think so. Just go through each one, see what we think about them.
Sounds good.
Starting with Dark Oracle, Gianna. They pick every single official match.
Yeah. My first thought for this one is I don't think this makes any difference at all. I think this nerf is actually quite funny because she's already done what she needs to do at this point.
I have a slightly different take on that.
Yeah.
So maybe you're seeing Gianna in Siege, and she's bombing, strip stunning, probably paired with a Sierra and an Iris or something, and you're like, how do I deal with this? I just evolution it. GG over. When you see Gianna in RTA, you will go 6 turns. She'll be paired with other control AoE CC units, and when it's back around again thanks to Violent Procs, you're screaming. Because of her Sierra mechanic where she bombs, gains another turn. Bomb, gain another turn, skill 1 attack bar boost, 6 turn cooldown on that AoE strip stun was disgusting. Paired with something like an Okeanos, for example. You know, I was seeing Sierra Chiwu first pick, Gianna Oki, Chongpong. And that was the type of team composition I was seeing Gianna's in, and it was unbeatable. You ban the Chiwu or you don't take first turn. You ban the Chongpong or you reset. You ban the Gianna. So that is why that was an RTA focus nerf. It's not going to affect her for, like Michael said, or like Mocca said, the first turn siege defense. She does her thing, it's over. Like Tiana does her thing, it's over. But for RTA, it's a nerf, and it's a good one. It'll make a difference. It'll hurt that team. That someone might not want to pick Gianna. You know, I know Seishizo first picks Sierra Gianna every time. You know, but he's got like stupid OP runes.
No, that's fair enough. Yeah, that's fair enough.
I just thought, that's the purpose of this stream. 2 different takes on. I think I do the most RTA here, so I'll give an RTA perspective on everything. You can give a Guild War, a high-end Guild War Siege intake on it, Mocha, and maybe Dylan and Nuke can give a early game perspective on that's a unit they were looking at building and maybe they're not interested in it anymore, kind of perspective. Does that sound good?
Sounds brilliant.
Alright.
Sounds good.
You don't want to build your Gianna anymore?
No, I don't want to build my Gianna anymore. It's okay. I don't want to. I'll unsummon my Gianna. I'm a bit upset about that.
Just put it in storage next to Shazam.
I know. I actually know a guy who quit who has a Gianna, and
Such
someone was
waste.
mentioning trading the other day, and I was thinking, oh, I'll just text that guy for his login and trade the Gianna to my account. That's why it would be broken because
Yeah, for sure.
I'd be on eBay buying like, hey, Ragdoll account, $15, trade it to my account.
No, you can literally like just make infinite accounts, like
Yeah.
and just keep re-rolling, and then get an LD5 and then
You can do
transfer
it for
over.
free, yeah.
I'm in a Facebook group that everybody sells their accounts for like
Oh.
$50 for hand wool, $70 for ragdoll. It's
Ooh.
insane.
Well,
And these are
Is that-
early game accounts.
I'll tell you
Is that the
now,
other
Easy
group
money.
I'll tell you
called
now, on
Summoner's
eBay,
War?
you can buy LD5 accounts for $20 that are level 20 with an LD5. They get to fireman,
Damn.
they summon the scroll, they have an LD5, they're $20.
I'll sell for more.
So what's that? It's like $12 US.
Yeah. Yeah, but that takes ages to even get LD5 from Veymon. You'd have to do it like 100 times to even get your LD5.
200 times.
Yeah,
Or do what I
two-
did and just play for 6 years and then get one.
yeah.
Yeah.
What they're doing is
Or
it's Chinese farmers
Oi.
running
yeah.
massive
Yes,
amounts
Yummy's
of
on.
accounts all at once. Alright, let's move on. Thank
Yeah.
God, Molly.
Yeah.
I think we're
Our
all
favourite
happy with
fish.
this one. We're all happy with this one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
One thing
this
I
one's
like-
good.
Yes. I like this because, firstly, she definitely needed a nerf because 25% is broken, especially on Violet Rinse. It's instant half hit points just off a passive, especially when she has a cleanse as well on skill 2. But one thing I like here is they haven't reverted her back to where she was. So it's a nerf, but it doesn't make her useless because she used to not get used because everyone felt that she was useless, even though she was actually okay. So I think this is a really good nerf. It was really
Yeah.
well thought out.
Cool. And then we've got Bigger.
I
What do you think about your Vigor nerf?
I have a fully skilled one. And that fully skilled one is currently a 3-turn cooldown. So it's now
Is this Vigor?
yeah, I have,
Yeah.
I have a fully skilled vigor, and it's currently
Oh, me too.
it's currently a 3-turn cooldown, so it's going to be 4. And 4 is still with the attack bar. You don't boost attack bar, but with the speed buff from skill 2, the turn cycling that he offers with violent runes, having 4 turns is basically like having an unskilled one. So if you've skilled up skill 3, I'm still going to use both my vigors. He's still an amazing unit. He still has the 3-turn defense break. I saw another YouTuber comment on this as well. What they should have done was left it at 4 turns and made it a 2-turn defense break so you can shake it off.
Yeah.
Still having a 3-turn defense break on a 4-turn cooldown max skilled, 1 violent proc, he can apply the 3-turn defense break again.
Yeah.
It's still going to be a permanently defense broken unit. It's still speed buff, anti-crit buff, healing, heal block, still stupid amounts of damage, high base speed. If you started building one and you were thinking, I don't want to build one now because they've nerfed him, it's a really small nerf. They could have touched
It's
his
not
skill
huge.
2, they could have touched his skill 3 more, they could have, they could have made him a lot worse, and they've just made him just a little bit, just 1 touchdown, just because he was dominant.
Yeah, and
in the meta.
on that, it's something before the stream earlier when it was just myself and Dylan on, we were talking about that, and I was saying how everyone who has a vigor that is not skilled up, but they've been using it quite a lot, so probably mostly non-RTA players because they no doubt would have been skilling it up by now, but anyone who was using it in guild content, for example, and not skilling it up, they could just skill it up now, and it's exactly the same as it was.
Mhm.
Yeah, if you hadn't maxed his skill 3, if you do it now, he's not nerfed.
He hasn't changed.
He hasn't changed. He's unchanged. He's still.
Then there's me who hasn't even built one.
So I've
Build one.
built and max skilled one, and then I built another and I hadn't skilled it up yet. And yeah, I'll probably skill it
And
up.
that's all he does. He's one of those rare 2As that actually gets a cooldown from a Devilmon. They deliberately didn't put too many of those in because they don't want people to throw away all their Devilmon on 2-3-star units. But definitely worth it on that guy. And this is completely outside of the topic, but I stand by the fact that Shaman Shaman and Spectra, absolutely worth Devil wanting their skill too. Just while
Oh,
we're
yeah.
on the note
God.
of those.
2 turn
Oh.
cooldown. Yeah.
Mine would hit like a truck if it had more crit rate.
Yeah. If you're going
Which
crit damage, you
unit?
gotta have crit rate.
Shaman.
Yeah.
Mine's at 262 crit damage.
Yeah, that's crazy. So you want? I find I get away with even having like 60 to 70 because you're mostly bringing it into dark units anyway.
I had 271 crit damage and 55 crit rate, and I dropped it to like 248 but 72 crit rate, and now he never misses a crit at 72 crit rate. Never misses a crit.
Nice.
It's like that's where you want to be at. Like, I mean, technically 85.
I could get rid of some.
85 is max, yeah, because you're always bringing it in dark. So 85 is max.
I could get rid of like. I could grind all the crit rates and shit on mine and get it up. Because it's like 4 crit rate here, 5 crit rate there.
Mm,
Mine's
it's all
similar.
crit
I need a lot
damage.
more.
probably be sorted out one
Once-
wound.
Yeah.
Well, let's not go too
So what do we-
much of a tangent.
what do we-
about Shaman, shall we?
What do you think of this light Chun-Li?
Oh, thank you. She did like so much damage before. I think like they couldn't just leave her unchecked, especially since she's not in an LD5, she's an LD4. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she's
I
one
think
of
it was
those.
needed.
I was incredibly
tier LD4.
jealous of not having one.
Yeah.
I think that
I've
was
got one.
that tells you like she's that good for end game players. If an end game player has one and they bring her in, you're banning her out.
Just Vigor and her together, it just hurts.
So someone's
I've
picking
got one, and
picking a cleave team in RTA, and you're like, that's fine. You know, they got a Gemini, whatever. I'm not phased. I'm not fussed. And then say they last pick a Kabila, you're like, oh my god,
Yeah.
their base speed's so high, I have to ban it. Like Chun-Li's the same. She's got that 120 base speed, or I think is it 120? I don't have one.
I think it's 120.
yeah,
Yeah.
120.
120.
It's
base
120.
speed,
I've got it.
And
I don't use it.
that just
You need to use her.
just stick her
Nah.
on Quick Blade, Speaker damage attack, and watch her melt. What have they
Yeah.
done? They've nerfed the damage, the difference between your attack speed. So if you're attacking
Yeah.
slower targets, the damage is the same.
Mhm.
No. If you're attacking fast targets, which most defenses are nowadays, really, the
Yeah.
difference between your speed was never that great. But if you're attacking something stupid slow, you would have
Slow.
done stupid amounts of damage. If you're attacking
It's more
something
like when
stupid
they-
slow, she's probably going to take a second turn.
Yeah, it's if they give you like slow debuff and then buff your team speed. That's when she does nutty damage. That's like-
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how it works, right? It does affect her damage if you get like slow debuff and
So what you're saying
speed buffer.
is
Yeah.
you should go Tiana, Galleon Spectra,
yeah,
or Rika or something. Tiana, Galleon, Rika, Light Chun-Li. Because then
Something like
you
that.
get a guaranteed attack buff, speed buff. Oh no, we need Bernard. You need Bernard for speed buff. Oh, she gives her own speed buff, does she?
yeah. No, does she? I think she does. She either gives
Who,
slow
like
debuff.
Chun-Li?
Yeah, she either does slow debuff.
Shoot
or
out.
speed buff.
Shoots out the energy on the enemy to inflict damage and decrease the attack bar by 30% with a 50% chance. That's the first skill. Attacks all enemies 2 times with a spinning kick to decrease their attack speed for 2 turns with a 50% chance each. And that was second. And passive is the damage increases up to 200 as your speed is faster than the enemy's attack speed.
So they haven't listed the number, but if they just said decrease the damage according to the difference, it was 200. It could be like 180. You'd have to test it for us, Dylan. What was your damage like before? What's it like now? Is
Who's
there a
this?
noticeable difference? Don't you have one? Bill?
Who?
You got one, don't
Hello?
you, TechBeast? You
Got one.
Someone in our
Like Chun-Li.
I've got one.
No,
Yeah.
Max what does.
one of our guildies
I'll
has
fl-
one as well.
Yeah, I'm Curious.
I'll slap it on my Savannah runes.
Yeah.
Also, one of our guildies just said he's going to do up a banner for you for your stream.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
nice.
Yeah, he's watching. Pop, see me.
Oh, nice.
Have a look at me, Savannah.
That's my crappy.
And that's
banner
what I'm
up
putting
top
on.
There, but if he wants to make me a new one, yeah, cool beans. Something.
He's the one who did all of our guild icons, our individual icons,
sick.
like our Street Fighter logos.
Yeah.
Also, I was just thinking with this Chun-Li, bring Poseidon, attack bar to 0 and AoE slow, and
Brilliant.
you're good to go.
Good to go. AoE slow.
Because you don't want to have to worry. You don't want to rely on Chun-Li actually decreasing the attack speed to do the extra damage, because if she doesn't get it, she's not going to do that. Plus, she won't get the extra damage on the first hit because she hasn't decreased the attack speed yet.
Okay, let's find something that I can hit.
Oh shit. Shit. Oh shit.
What?
I lost to Leo 4 Ragdoll. On with Tricaro.
Oh, I think that's where I brought Verd for the first time.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was Fran. I think I might have brought Fran to that one.
That makes sense. Just something. I just need something else. It's not working.
Yeah, I think it was Fran. He's keen to make that banner. He loves doing that stuff.
Yeah, sick. That would be great.
He's in our WhatsApp group, the guild
Oh, is he?
WhatsApp, saying he wants to make it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is he watching this?
So that's Yeah, I just sent the link to the guild.
Oh, cool.
Because last time we streamed, we didn't send them a link or anything. I thought maybe they might be
I'm going to
interested.
do for my guild as well, actually.
May as well.
Yeah, I just stuck Lydia.
What do we got?
There. You should tell him. You should ask him when we're swapping off Street Fighter. It's almost getting old.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. What's the next thing gonna be?
He might be on stream,
Okay.
actually. He could be one of the 4 watching.
Wouldn't mind a.
Mine isn't very good.
I'll take a her type banner. I mean, in-game icon.
Hey. Wait, why did you say galleon or frigate? Oh, they're saying that your banner should be galleon or frigate. Pirate. Final pirate.
Why galleon or frigate?
Oh, that makes a lot of sense, actually.
Because you're a pirate.
Pirate.
Well, it's just Lydia Hertai. I'm just kind of showcasing my account, you know.
So my banner is just going to have Shazam on it, and that's it. Oh, and Ariel. I'll just have Ariel as my banner.
Ariel. Oh, I love it.
If you made one for mine, I'd be Mi Ying and Volantis.
Well, I started this thinking I'd stream a bunch of stuff, but I've only done Summoners War so far, so now I'm thinking of just changing the whole thing over to just fully Summoners War themed. That's why I added Lydia in behind the chat.
Handsome beard you've got.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, thank you.
I thought I was going to change my background from Final Fantasy, but it kind of links into, hey, this is what Final Pirate is. Honestly, the reason I kept Final Pirate is because my my Twitch account and my Discord, etc., were all Final Pirate and linked to an email address, and wouldn't let me change them to seriously because I made my Twitch and Discord like 10 years ago or whatever, like ages ago.
Yeah.
I mean, if I had a frigate, I'd probably put frigate. I like his new transmog. It looks sick. He's got a 50% boost, eh?
Oh, someone in the Facebook Messenger group just asked if Ariel could be using dragons now. I know we all use Tricaro, or most of us use Tricaro now, but if we're not, he has a strip, a cleanse, and a heal buff. That's actually not a bad idea.
I'll actually give that a shot.
Not to mention,
I'll give that a shot because I don't have Tricaro.
I did think before about Ariel and dragons, but I don't really. Before, rather, he didn't provide too much apart from a heal and a strip. But now he cleanses as well. He'd probably be alright, you know.
well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll cover him. Don't worry. I plan to cover him extensively. when
Oh
we get
yeah.
Not only
this-
only is it that, but he also now he'll convert all the dots that the left tower puts into healing over time.
Yes, from 5% damage to 10% heal for each one.
Because that.
I
left-
tested earlier on my own defense, and I managed to put what was it, Dylan? 9 heal over times on my
Yeah,
Perna.
it's insane.
Wow.
So every turn Perna had for 3 turns was 90% heal.
Okay, what team do you reckon we should bring into Dragons? Because I've got Ariel.
You could try this
Verd.
one that Carolina posted. Verd, Lauren, the light Theomars, I'll call it. I forgot the name.
I don't have
and Ariel.
Oh, Sharion.
I don't have the light.
That's the one.
I do have it, but I don't have it ruined.
You might be able to get
That's what
away
I'll
with
bring
it
in.
if you've got another unit for team up, because you've got Ariel for strip now and Lauren, so you might not need it.
I'll bring in 2 rogues. Bloody hell.
Yeah, give it a go. See what happens. You just got to be careful they don't get nuked by the mid boss.
Oh my god.
So we've got Light Art Master. It's just a damage increase. It's a big one, it's that passive on that skill 3 of ignoring all passives.
It didn't need
That's-
it. It really did not need it.
The damage definitely wasn't like, for example, Alicia skill 2, which can really nuke everything. Like I saw a few videos of people using Light Art Master and it would nuke, but it wouldn't kill everything. But
It was like-
and they were on some crazy runes.
Yeah.
So this buff, I think, makes it disgusting.
This is
I would love
if
to
you've
see a
got
video.
one, you now have absolutely no problem with arena offense.
Yeah,
Because
literally,
it
that's like
counters
open cleave.
everything. It will cleave
Yeah.
everything. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so I'm doing GB12 with Verd, Lauren, Roke, Spectra, Ariel.
Spectre's probably a good
Trying
pick
that
there.
out. Trying that.
And if it doesn't work, see if you can replace. If you can't get that to work, you can replace Spectra, or no, probably not Lauren. Spectra with another team up unit. Do you have like one Ikari built, or a light homunculus with rock on?
Can I just
No.
say the rads in TOA hit really hard on skill 1 now.
Oh, dude, I
yeah,
forgot about that.
defense.
Oh,
Because
oh,
I'm
that's-
just going
coming up.
95 and I watched one with the rad. Of a rad almost high, it literally 75%ed my Astar. On skill
Waiting for
1
more man to
with
review the
immunity up,
review
he's
buff.
like boom on my. That was like
That's
10
the
Oh,
bottom,
I-
bottom.
I wish I did a test before the patch, like just for Ad Skill 1 to see what it did versus now.
Yeah.
What is the next one anyway? We've got another Art Master.
Yeah, water.
Uh,
But he scrolled
Yeah,
too
that
far
one's
down.
one of the
Back up.
Water one.
Oh yeah, you've gone a bit.
Water
Yeah,
Art
You've gone
Master.
too far. I can't
He's
see it. Oh, there we go.
So now he's added. All harmful effects on all. Oh, so
Oh yeah, some people weren't
if
happy
the
with
enemy.
this.
Yeah, it's like people weren't happy.
let's
think,
see this.
Because how it worked was you'd gain an attack bar, like if the ally cleansed.
But we
Ariel win this by himself? Question mark. Oh fuck.
So it was like if Chiwu stripped you, your team would gain attack bar if you used him. Because your beneficial effects were removed, your team would get a boost. But the thing is,
So they still do, but it's a lower attack bar now.
yeah,
Is that right?
the thing is,
Yeah,
it
25
wasn't-
down to 10.
25 wasn't even enough because Chiwu was pushing it back at the same time. So even though you would get a boost, Chiwu would push your attack bar back and then it would boost up to where it was. So now they've made it even worse and they're saying, you were trying to use him like that. That's not how we intended him to be used. We intended him to be used as how they've now added his first skill, which is if you're stripped, like if you're... He's now like a Gemini counter. if you're stripped and defense broken, immediately your defense break on your team is cleansed.
So he would counter. He counters LDs then, just Gemini, Gianna, and the Light Phoenix.
Yeah, Gianna.
That's
your
about it.
team is stripped and then stunned.
Oh,
That's then
and the
cleansed
Oracles
away.
as well.
Yeah.
He'll get rid of the dots and the Light Oracle once again. Lay him out like she does strip. Does she do strip stun?
Here's one you
No,
probably
that's
haven't
just Gianna. She
thought
does
of.
strip dot as well.
Lauren skill 2. Lauren uses skill 2 on an ally, strips will away,
yeah.
places a defense break and heal block. The defense break heal block is cleansed instantly.
So that's not that bad. I mean,
So
yeah,
they're
they could have left the
complaining
attack bar where it
because
was.
the Chiwu meta is so huge and it was one of their only counters. Now they're saying, well, use Water Ryu, which we'll get to later. But
Yeah.
they're saying
Yeah.
you're trying to use him wrong because it's clearly not working. We're going to add an effect. Now we want you to use him like this. We want you to use him to counter Gianna, Lauren, Gemini, strip and debuff units. That's essentially...
Wait, who's this? Water Art Master?
Water Art Master. So if a Gemini comes in, strips your whole team, lands a defense break, and then a Lagabron would normally come in and nuke the hell out of you. You know, or an Okeanos comes in and nuke the hell out of you. He now instantly cleanses that defense break at the moment it happens.
I might need to burn up my Water Art Master that I don't use.
You have one? Yeah, yeah. Oh,
Don't-
David, so this guy in our guild's already looking up logos for you. If you have a look in the
sick.
chat, he's already finding them.
Oh man.
He moves fast.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that
Right,
Art Master, I think it could definitely still be used, but yeah, you're right. It in the Chiwu meta. So I guess it would be a really solid arena offense unit because you know what you're going into. But in RTA, maybe it's a nerf there. With these dragon ones, I just want to start off by saying I don't like it. I don't like it.
You don't? I thought.
No,
it was
I mean
needed.
I love that they did something with their skill 1, but I think the dragons have reached a point where they used to be considered to be too OP. Now they're
Yeah.
just sort of they're in the higher mid range. So I feel like if they gave skill 1, it doesn't have to be something crazy, but just even an attack break or something.
Yeah.
I think attack break or a slow or something like that would be better than just a little bit extra damage because they don't really use their skill 1 for damage. It's kind of just there. We use skill 1 when their other skills aren't up and ready to use. That's all. That's the only time we want to use it.
Bloody 2A Water Fairy has freeze on skill 1, and we've got Varad and Nat 5, who now does a little bit of extra damage based on defense.
I'm surprised
Yeah.
they didn't do like stat effects for skill 1. They went more for damage route. It is a bit surprising for me.
I think
Yeah, like, I mean, it's
Light-
just
light,
they could
dark,
have just gone an attack
fire,
break. I'd
wind.
be happy.
Light
or a
Dark
dot.
Fire Wind kind of made sense, but the Varad one didn't make sense to me. I was like, I guess you're adding defense damage, but I feel like he's the ultimate. I am the CC king. I freeze everything. I reduce attack bar. They could have added decreases attack bar by 25%. They'd be like, oh, he has a second skill that can decrease a little bit of attack bar now. Brilliant. You know?
Yeah.
Thanks for following, Lux. Appreciate it.
Yeah, he just said he followed in the chat as well. He's our occasional Labyrinth MVP when he can be bothered.
Nice.
Can't be bothered, yeah.
Love to see it.
If he wants it, he'll get it. Also, while you're there, if you're there, Lux, Labyrinth is open. I don't know if you've hit yet, but just so you know,
More importantly,
don't go to sleep yet.
Just so you do hit. Just so you do hit.
Yeah, he's always about to go to sleep when we remind him to hit Labyrinth or Guild War.
He's like, oh, just about to go to bed. Yeah, Guild War's only like an hour now, hey? And it's Saturday night, so he needs to get on that.
Okay, so this team's actually working. The one that I'm using right now for DB12.
Oh, okay.
It's Verd, Lauren, Spectra, Rika, Ariel.
100% so far.
Rika.
Well, this is the first clear, and it's
Oh.
been
Oh, yeah.
100% so far.
Luck did that. Oh
It took
yeah, I'll
4
do it now.
minutes.
Dragon
It took
Test is
4
still
minutes.
Oh my god, Lux.
So, is there
It took
anything else
4
to add to the Actually, with the dragons, the light dragon
Oh,
Armageddon, I love that they increased the damage a bit more.
You love that?
Yeah.
No,
You think he didn't do enough
Armageddon was
damage?
doing like 40k
Well,
damage.
the reason why I like it is because if you hit him early on, he does less damage because he's taken damage. So I do like that. Or if you hit anyone because he evens out the HP. I think. I mean, it's still easy to handle. I find if you've got the right team, but that's why I think it's okay to give it a bit more damage. That being said, I think if they're going to do something like this, they probably should have given the dark one a boost and not the light one.
Oh, Leos was found already. Sweet.
Yeah, we found 2 bosses.
I need to check out.
Yeah, we found 2 bosses as well.
Nice.
We found Leos and Coat. The first.
Hey, it's not a competition. We know you're in a G2 guild. We're in the G1.
We're in G1, but we occasionally hit G2.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah,
Well, we occasionally finish G.
we're currently G1.
Yeah, we did. Isn't that weird? We usually are G1, but every now and then we're G3 for some reason.
Yeah.
It just happens.
Midweek or right at the end. Just somehow crack rank 80 or something. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just bizarre. Same guild, same everything. Like, what are we? Right now we're ranked 449, but what was it, a month ago or something? We finished rank 41 and got G3.
How do you check that?
Press on your star. So if you go into guild battle log and then press on your guild name down the bottom.
Guild battle log.
Yeah, so go into your guild war.
Guild
Go into
war.
your guild war and then guild battle logs down the bottom.
Oh yeah.
And then press on your
Click.
guild name down the bottom next to the trophy.
We're
That'll tell you
currently
current.
ranked 639.
What's your best?
Best
It should be there
45.
as well. So that's G3.
Yeah,
Oh, so you're a G3 guild.
yeah.
Fan-
With my crap runes.
Oh.
They carry.
Keep going, guys. I'll be back in a few minutes. Just continue
No
on.
problem.
Also, yeah, I guess overall the dragons, their skill 1 makes sense.
It does.
You know,
It
water,
was
you
needed.
put him on defense. Fire, his skill 2 does dots, so you do more damage. Wind, you put him on speed. Light, you put him on max HP. Dark,
Mhm.
you always put him on crit damage. They all make sense,
Yeah, yeah.
but
It's all good.
they weren't that great. They're not going to be hugely impactful. You know, they're still a crap skill. They just do a little bit more damage. Which they did no damage and no debuffs, and now they do a little bit of damage and no debuffs.
What is currently coming in Siege
Siege
at the
rankings.
moment? He's
Oh man, we just lost. 353.
nice. We're currently 99.
Oh wow. Yeah, we just lost it
Yeah.
in a row. We lost
We've had 12 ties and 6 wins.
ties in Siege.
Well, seconds.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So
So we move on to
this will be our
Pontos?
first G2. Pontos, what does he do now? Increases immunity effect of different.
Just gets an extra turn.
So I don't like him still. He sucks.
I helped one of my friends. He has Pontos. He couldn't get past the Chroma stage in double Chroma Zeros in on hard last rotation.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I used Bolverk, Pontos,
Interesting.
like just them 4, and just got past it.
Fairs.
He was MVP that game because he was keeping me alive.
I'm gonna try a new
But did-
GOA hard team.
But Thingy can do it. Same thing. What you call her? Chloe. Chloe can do the exact same thing. And she got buffed as well.
Yeah,
Chloe's 1 turn invincible.
Yeah.
Pontos is 2 turns, I'm pretty sure.
1 turn invincible, 3 turn immunity.
Yeah.
What are we looking at here?
No, to talk about
the-
Chloe compared to Pontos.
No. So
Oh, I love how they
they've
buffed
added
him
a
and,
second
and he's
turn.
finally better. And then they buffed Chloe as well.
Just that's no point.
Where's me Raki?
Alright.
There's me Raki.
Anyway,
Let's
right,
look past,
I do have to admit, I
because
do like.
He really has one.
Fairy
No, yeah,
King.
true.
Fairy Kings. Did not need a buff.
Great, I love it.
Love it
No.
though. Love it.
I like it. Yeah, I love
Love
it.
it. I've really brought some math in.
I do like that because they didn't need a buff, they only gave him a small buff. It's 1 turn.
It just gives them all a character. Like they're all of their own individual thing. Like they don't share skills anymore, which is nice.
Yeah. Although the dark one is disgustingly OP now. That thing is going to be an
Dark One's
RTA
always
all over
been
the place.
disgustingly OP.
No,
It's always
But
been
now-
disgustingly OP.
But with removes one beneficial, like if someone was to put that dark one on despair, for example, correct me if I'm wrong, but can you not strip stun for 2 turns
Yeah,
Yeah.
because of his passive?
Which is
That'll be
why,
it, yeah.
Which is why he used to be really strong when Fairy King's skill 1 was a strip.
Oh
Because,
shit.
Yep.
because you would, you'd straight up strip into, you'd build him despair, and you would strip stun the unit for 2 turns. It was just
Yeah, so
like
now
it.
you can AoE strip stun for 2 turns.
Nice.
If you're lucky, of course.
Oh yeah, we're talking despair
But-
chance.
Oh,
But even just
And
I don't know if I'm
70%
finishing
strip.
C1 this week.
even
Oh,
if you
what's
just
the,
bring him in with a Ganymede to go straight afterwards, he uses skill 2, Ganymede resets.
Mhm.
Boom.
Yeah.
Game over.
Oh, and he
There's
gets an
nothing
extra
to do.
10% chance as well. With skill ups, it goes to 80% chance. Which just seems
Hey,
like
Tech.
a lot more than 70. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we still
It just
friends
seems
on
he's
some
higher than
level?
70.
No.
Oh
Like,
man,
Tech?
that thing on despair is going to be like you would give that. I would give that if I had it. I mean, first of all, I would make it as slow as possible and I'd just run it in Kairos, but I would also run it as fastest on my fastest despair set and throw it into RTA.
Like 1 plus 170 or above.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
I wish my fastest was that much. I think my fastest is plus 159.
I had my
Poor Balinus.
Bastet get outsped by a swift a despair Chiwo.
Wow.
It was
Wait, what's your Bastet?
plus 198 in RTA.
I was gonna say, imagine it getting outsped by my violent Wusa.
Well, I'll be 2 minutes. I'm getting a drink.
You go away with your violent sets, mate. Your 200 speed violent sets on everything.
Hey, in my defense, it's only 1, but it does also have will offset, which is nice.
I'm trying a new tier hard team. It's going well so far. We're only up to 10. It's, Rika, Thrain, Sath, Beth, Tattoo. If anything
Oh,
actually
wow.
gets a turn, it's gonna die to dots.
Thrain and Sath are both 2A.
Yeah.
Well, Sath obviously is. Is Thrain 2A already?
Yeah, I did him first.
Oh, yeah.
I
Yep.
did
I'm doing him
Thrain.
now. He's
I
my
did-
3rd.
I did Thrain, then Prom. And then
Ooh,
Sath.
Prom. Are you using Prom?
Don't do it. It's a waste. It's terrible. I did it as the best. I was like, yeah.
You should have just watched Scene's video.
I'd built
Sean
Prom.
B's.
I'd built Prom before Sean B. I was like straight up.
Oh, a nuke. Hello.
Trying him.
I like how he was cringe though. I like how he was cringe. I'm taking you to prom.
What?
Oh,
Yeah.
That's how
standing-
he
Hold on,
introduced it.
I'm standing by my Shushu and friends, by the way. I'm very, very happy that I 2A'd it, and I can see how it differs from Lulu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Just that, like I've said a couple of times, just pairing it up with something like Mo Long is just
I faced
So
one in
disgusting.
RTA. I did Violent Proct, and I literally rage quit at that moment because.
So how many
I-
bosses have you found in Labyrinth?
Just to.
Wait, I want to hear this story. What happened?
I literally got her down to 10% health, and she took
Oh,
she took her turn, healed to 100%, violent proc,
Oof.
and healed another ally up to 100%. Like massive healing. I was like, what is
and then
that?
it's immunity for everyone who's at
And there's
100%.
immunity at 100%, and I'm like, oh my god. She doesn't cleanse, but man, does she heal. She heals so bad.
Yeah, and it's
Oh
good.
my
It's
God.
good having a cleanse on skill 2 for 2 different units. So I think Lulu does Lulu cleanse both or just the other unit?
Who's built one? I don't usually build healers. I'm definitely
Yeah.
more.
Oh,
cleanse
I'll just. Yeah.
like I build
that we
like
know.
Fran and Wahi and Shasun because they're healers, but they have attack
Ah,
buff.
there we go. So Lulu will only cleanse the target ally, but Shushu cleanses the target ally and itself. So that's the other thing. That's the other reason I like it, especially because I do guild stuff. So there's only going to be
3.
itself and 2 other allies. So it's going to cleanse 2 out of 3 units every time.
All right. Can we talk about Bison
Alright,
skill
yes.
1?
Here we go. Who's ready for Bisons and Ryu?
Hey,
Ryu.
well, to skip my
many-
units.
So Psychic Inferno's their first skill, and I had a guy in chat the other day. I was trying to explain to him, and for some reason he could not understand. He had this impression that they'd taken their first skill and added attack scaling, and now you could make them like a bruiser on an attack crit damage HP build. No, first skills are all scaling on attack. Like for example, Ikaru's first skill is on attack. Yeah. Well, what they added was the HP scaling. So you had him on HP, crit damage HP before, and his skill 2 and 3, like pretty much all their skill 2, 3s do damage based on max HP. Now his first skill will also do damage based on max HP. I did a test, luckily, yesterday, because I was thinking this patch going to come out soon. Got my Fire Bison, chucked him in Fireman, used skill 1 because I knew that
I saw that.
I knew that his skill 1 buff was coming in, and I had him doing between 3,800 and 4,000 on the 6, the Hellhounds.
That's pure tanking it. Your Bison, right?
My Bison's HP, crit damage HP.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's on crit damage. But he was doing 3,800 to 4,000, which is pretty shit, right? No defense break, no attack buff, just 3,800 to 4,000 depending on, I don't know, you know how damage differs? It just does. Anyway, post buff, he's now doing 10,000.
That's so sweet.
So
Wow.
if you're attacking defense broken targets, I would expect mine to be hitting somewhere near 15, 18k on skill 1.
On a tanky bruiser.
They've added, so he's already does, he attacks, God, how many times does he attack on skill 3?
3 times, I think.
Three
Because
times.
3 times to do 3 different effects, right?
Is it, you sure it's 3? Let me read up.
Yeah, because before it was like each time he attacks, he can apply one of the 3 effects, so does it 3 times to try and do all 3, right? And that's
just
why people
one
are
of the
like, oh.
skills. That's just one. There's another one.
Each time.
3 times. Okay, yeah. So he does on just a defense break. I didn't test on attack buff. On just a defense break, he does around 24,000 on skill 3, 24,000 on skill 2. They're about the same in terms of damage scaling. You get about 10,000 on skill 1, but what you're getting is all those debuffs. So skill 3 for fire, he decreases attack bar by 30% with every hit. So that's a 90% attack bar reduction if you land all 3. Then he has a chance to decrease attack speed for 2 turns. So not only does he decrease the attack bar, but they get a slow, and then he stuns them for 1 turn on the last hit. So it's all 3 hits of attack bar reduction. The first one applies a slow. The second one has a chance to stun.
Yeah.
Sorry.
The-
Yeah. That's like,
Yeah.
it works like that. But all 3 hits do the attack bar reduction, and then you have a chance to slow and then stun. Skill
But
2.
that's the issue with him.
Skill 2, he absorbs their attack bar, 20%, 20%,
Cheers,
20%. that's 60. That's like an oracle. You know,
Yeah.
like what do oracles do? Like 15, 15, 15 on skill 1. Let me find an oracle.
What's this?
Attack
Or-
bar, I think it is, yeah,
yeah,
45%.
yeah. And you know how broken that 15, 15, 15 is. So his skill 2
Oh, yeah.
is 20, 20, 20. So
Yeah.
60%, and it's not just gains, it's absorbs, so he reduces it by 60, so more attack bar reduction, and he heals 30%.
Mhm.
So he's got sustain, you know, like a beast monk skill 2, and he's got sustain, and then you've got
Yeah.
that, you've got a provoke on skill 1. So
Yeah.
you can provoke them, absorb their attack bar, heal yourself, stun them, slow them. You pair him with an AoE defense breaker. Like, I like to use mine with like Annabelle, and then another wind unit like Tyrannus. So my Tyrannus is on crit damage as well. All three are on violent will, and I just take so
Yeah.
many. And so Annabelle comes in, defense break, Fire Bison, stun, Tyrannus nukes something. If anything's moving, I can heal with Annabelle. I can revive with Tyrannus. It's a really disgusting team. I'm really enjoying using it
Yeah.
actually.
He seems like a good monster. Like, the only thing that I can say about him, that's putting like holding him back, and I agree with Drew Bagel on this because he pointed out as well, is his third skill. It shouldn't be each attack can apply one of these effects as we go along. It should be every time he attacks, like out of them 3 attacks, he has a chance to apply all 3.
Slow,
Yeah.
stun, and then it would be really
Yeah, like that.
consistent. Yeah.
Yeah, right now it's just like the Desert Queens, where if you don't land that defense break on the first hit, for example, it's just not going to happen.
Exactly. So,
Yeah, I feel you.
but also I think he'd be good on revenge, because if you go unprovoked, every time they attack you, your skill 1 that you revenge with has a chance to provoke him again. So I think he'd probably be a good monster to put on revenge on, especially maybe triple
and it
revenge.
does damage now.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, no, that would be a revenge would work. I go will because mine's slow. He's only plus 90 speed, and his base speed's 98. He's not a unit that's meant to be built fast. He's meant to be.
You have a unit under plus 100?
I'm working on it, mate. I need some violent.
That surprises me.
Some violent rhymes.
What?
I'm missing 5 violent speed grinds. So, you know, even if I find blues, he'll be over 100. All right.
Yeah.
Let me farm the grinds. I got more important violent grinds to be given out.
Guys, going back to the Dragons for a sec, I've just heard news that Jemiah is now a nuker, and his because his skill 1 scales with speed and stuff. Apparently, people were reporting that he does 40,000 per skill 1 hit.
On skill 1?
On skill 40k on his skill 1 because of his speed
300
scaling.
speed Jameer, maybe?
I was going to say,
yeah.
Jameer usually run the slowest on your team, though. But if it's 40k, then I take back everything I said earlier about this small buff. That is insane. That can't be right, surely.
It's pretty annoying.
Brad's not doing that, I'll tell you now.
I'm going to ask the dude now.
I'm going to do a little test. I'm going to set that up and do a quick test. Mine doesn't have crazy damage, but it is on crit damage.
Also try with a speed buff and speed debuff team, see what happens.
His skill 2 does good damage. It does like max HP damage.
Skill 2 is awesome.
Yeah, the skill 2 already did a good amount of damage, but the skill 1, I can't imagine the skill 1 hitting harder than the skill 2. I'm thinking it's going to be like 15k max.
My screen is blank.
I'm just going to check it now. Mine has how much? Mine only has 130 crit damage, so it's very low. But I don't. Oh, is that the speed of mine? It's actually really slow.
You can't see your screen, mate. It's currently blank.
My screen?
Yeah, I'm gonna just swap it over to your screen, but your screen's blank. Oh, there we are.
Can you see it now?
Yeah.
Oh, my air server had gone to sleep. So my Jemiah is not ruined super fast because I deliberately made it the slowest one on the team. But I'm just curious to see. So if I'm going to do a quick test here, for example, what are we gonna? All right, so it's damage based on speed. Where is it? There. So he's going to go speed lead. Actually, let's do this as fast as possible.
Yeah.
This is that moment where I wish I actually had
Vanessa.
a Bernard
Vigor. Just
rune
Vigor.
properly. Oh yeah, Vigor, true.
End of Vanessa.
Chuck your Vigor.
Yeah, I don't have a Vanessa, and you know that.
Yeah, I know.
He's trolling me. So we go that one, and then I guess I'll chuck in Galleon. Maybe the attack boost will help as well. Oh, this isn't going to work because I'm not in arena. Stupid. I need... What's it? Alright, let's just go him and Galleon. Just that.
Poseidon
guess.
maybe? Or someone with a slow debuff?
Oh, it
Rika?
just says based on his attack speed. It's not based on the difference between.
Oh, the
it's
difference.
just-
Okay, that's cool. That's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
So if we go that,
That's
Oh,
speed
looks
buff,
like-
attack buff, defense break, which is like the optimum situation against a water unit in scenario who have negative defense already.
Let's have a look.
Like, you just gotta
Alright.
get one of these inagamis. Yeah.
moment of truth.
Not 40k.
30,000.
30k. 30k.
It's real. Mine only has 130 crit damage and
What?
only plus 60 speed.
What?
What have they
I
done?
mean, these are only
shit.
these gummies, but I think whoever said 40,000 was telling the truth. If you give this thing 200 crit damage, it's going to hit
It's
like
broken.
a truck.
What the?
It's gonna be broken.
You're gonna have a
Oh my
speed crit
God.
damage HP tanky Jameer doing deafness damage.
Oh, 20.
Oh,
Wow.
man.
When it's in the arena, try it in, like in an
Bang.
arena where like it's like properly ruined peeps.
Test.
Alright, we'll have a look.
Bloody hell.
That's.
That's
Oh,
insane.
and then I can bring in Samath with an even higher speed lead too.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm going to find anyone here that I'm going to be able to hit that
Do you have
won't
him
just
in
wreck me
RTA?
before I move.
Do you have him built in RTA? Just goodwill me, and I'll just chuck some whatever in.
I'll have a look. Otherwise, I'll just match the runes for. Maybe otherwise I could build an RTA one and. Oh, this,
You could goodwill me. Well, not that far.
Do I have it? Oh, look at those runes.
Can you just
Look,
import them?
check out these runes.
Just import them. Juicy.
They're amazing rules. It's better than my Jameer.
Wait, Vertihill?
Oh,
What?
You clicked yes.
Oh.
It asked you if you wanted to go back to.
I
managing
panicked.
the-
Oh yeah, I meant to. I panicked and left. I'm like, oh, don't take his runes. No. Alright, so we do that.
It's better
and
than
then-
my Jameers.
Did you say Jameers?
Yeah, it's better than mine. My Jameer.
What's this?
I don't know what.
Is this what I'm ruining him with? Oh, I think I did this deliberately because I had a speed slot too and it was too fast. He was outspeeding other units in
Give
TOA
him
hell.
a speed slot too.
Um,
You'll be doing more damage. Just whack one on that you got.
alright. What have I got spare in here? Violent.
You'd have something. Because
Let's find something with some crit rate.
277 violent runes.
I don't have this on
Bloody
anything. Oh, that's just
hell.
my speed violent. Well, that
Bloody
first one will
hell.
do. Let's just pop that on there. I wish I had a bit more crit damage, but we can work with this.
You don't have like 300 violent rates? I have more violent than anything. Easily.
I'm only looking at violent slot 2 speed with crit rate right here.
Yeah, which is 24. How many violent
So let's just
speeds
go-
do you have?
I have 682 violent runes.
I've got
Yes,
20
one.
violent runes in my whole account.
I have 56 speed slot 2 violent runes.
We're
I have about
trying
510,
Look at-
I think, violent.
30.
Look how many I have for the.
No.
This is how many speed slot 2s I have. I've got 20 that aren't on any units.
Oh my god, ruin your people.
I've
Alright,
got
so
10 speed runes that are all
do I want
on
to change
people.
anything else or just go with this for now?
I think that's
Go with that.
And I'll just chuck in.
It's only like just a
I
tip
reckon
anyway.
that's going to hit at least 40k.
Well, I'm
That's
gonna
insane.
have
I just
like, I'm
wanna
gonna have
steal
like
one.
wheel, chuck in your Tiana or something so you like cleanse the wheel and
Yeah.
because my units
Alright.
don't have like negative defense, you know.
Do like Tiana Galleon.
Yeah, do it. Just do Tiana,
where is
Galleon,
my-
Vigor, Jameer, so you get to test the skill.
Oh,
on
which
damage.
Tiana? Do you have will on everything? Well, who am I hitting? Like, who do you want? What unit do you want me to actually hit? Like your Vigor or something?
My Vigor's on Will. I could take his speed slot
Oh.
off or something.
Just my Tiana doesn't. So I've got these Tianas. I don't think this one's going to be fast enough to outspeed. What do we got? Oh, yes, it will. That's 213, and that's yeah. Yeah, that's. Oh, it's just the base speed. If I bring in a speed lead, I think this Jameer is going to outspeed.
Yeah, it's like 130. So with
Just-
Susanna for 33%.
Yeah, 213 versus 229.
Oh shit! All my units are so fast.
That's because I gave I gave Chiwi my Tiana runes here.
Jelly, Vigor.
Just slap him on Tiana for a bit and test the
I'm
Jameer and then
gonna
go back to
take
it.
off my Vigor's slot 2 speed because my Vigor's gonna outspeed you. It's
And is that a will? Is that
it's
is that a
280
will
on
rune?
will, so I'm taking a will rune off.
Oh, well that's easier than me
Yeah.
re-runing 2 whole units.
I'm
You just
taking
take
a
one
will
rune
rune
off.
and now he's 230 speed. He's still. But I can just use skill 1. Hold on.
You got
Vegan,
I
vegan
just,
nerf.
took, I just took off my slot 2 speed from my Violent Will Vigor, and now he's only 230. With no speed slot 2.
Nerf. How we? Oh, goodwill. Hang on. I'll just.
Content.
Oh, I was gonna say you could just chat. Just go into chat and say something. And
Huh? I made a room. I made a room.
what's the room called? I was gonna say otherwise you can just say something. Or can just go invite to battle.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
without making a
Yeah,
whole
what-
room.
Oh, yeah, true.
What's your room?
That's alright.
Man.
It's alright. Just, he's already requesting me.
Here we go.
Alright,
Let's see the broken Jameer.
so you're gonna hit my Vigor. An error
Yeah.
occurred, you'll be
And keep in
moved
mind
to
this-
the title screen.
This. And
I-
what?
I got an error occurred, you're being moved to the title screen.
Oh, really?
Oh no.
Like, keep in mind as well, this Jameer only has plus 130 crit damage, has like plus 400 attack. So if it scales with attack as well, it's not going to do a whole. Like, that's not going to be a boost. And it's 100 speed. It's not 150 like plus, it's 100. So whatever it hits, it can hit a lot harder with damage runes.
What the hell's going on? Why do you see these back in Summoner's War?
Oh, did he put
Doing a
another video
charity
up?
He's live streaming right now.
Wasn't the charity giveaway for a different game? It was Epic 7 earlier.
Yeah, he's giving away that ragdoll statue.
Oh, that's why. Yeah, Com to Us gave a bunch of streamers that stuff, and he's giving it away. He's giving away
Yeah.
stuff from several games. But he put a video up the other day, and his last 2 videos are probably my 2 favorite YDCB Summoners War videos.
Really? His last 2?
He-
Damn.
His last 2, both of them were edited like really, really well, and they were just hilarious.
Oh, bloody
Are you back in? What was Fire Ryu, where he just kept going proc, 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 and just nuking everything to.
Yeah. Oh, he's fun. I love using my Ryu.
Yeah. Hey, this is the last team I used to get into our C1.
Nice. I have 2 of those units and they're my favourites.
The 2 on the right.
What?
Yeah, to the right. Belenus and Chongpong.
Alright.
I've got all 4 of them.
Am I on the list now?
Forgot to about flex.
There we go.
I got all 4.
Alright,
Alright, so
Okay.
I've got to make sure I find my
Make
Samat.
sure I pick
well.
the right Vigor. And then,
where is this
I'll
guy?
just pick some food.
So if I go that, and who am I armor breaking with actually?
Galleon.
Galleon, ideally.
Oh, yeah. I'll just chuck that in.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. I'm
What? I'll
Oh
ban,
my
I'll ban,
God.
I'll ban, I'll
Hey,
ban
Mocha.
Vigor.
ban the speed lead.
Mocha.
You bot.
What'd you use to beat Lima?
I need speed buff, and you've got
Bernard.
you've got Vigor. My Bernard is rubbish. Who else does speed buff?
Cabela? No.
Yeah.
Actually don't.
Let me just chuck that in for now. Although it's probably
It might
Oh,
be-
does Forge only do it?
Oh, it's missing a rune. Oh no. Oh,
Sierra!
shit. No, I didn't do that. It's missing a rune. I don't have an armor break.
Oh my god, this is dang on. Let's just.
I need vigor.
Yeah.
I need to use the vigor.
All right.
It's all falling apart.
Let me just put my will rune back.
Wait,
on vigor,
what
'cause
do they say? Professional streamers, by the way.
Yeah. Professional TTV.
Ooh.
That's it.
Oh.
Can't believe that galleon's missing a rune for some. I could have just put the rune on and that would have solved the issue, but I need.
What the hell? I just found a way better wheel slot too than I had on. That was worth doing. I had one with 30 accuracy that I wasn't using.
Oh god.
Hey, Mocha,
Yeah.
what'd you use to get past Lima?
Alright.
In what? Sorry.
Hell.
Oh, damn.
I haven't done Lima yet. What stage is that?
The first one.
Oh, I guess I have.
Who do you wanna?
Um.
I'm thinking
I'll-
Tara, Enrica, Spectra, Fran Lauren, or Fran Crow.
I'll have a look at what I use soon. I just got to get this.
I'm just trying to find
Ian,
something
and,
small enough that I'm like cut in.
You can cut in. Don't use skill 1 when you cut in. What's this
Well,
rune
hang on.
I'm not
my
using?
Wusa is to
Engraved temporarily.
My Wusa's 292. If I bring Wusa at skill 1, you should be able to then go second and test the damage on him.
Is it not on Will?
No, he is on Will, but he's 292.
Oh yeah, I get what you're
So
saying. Yep.
I'll go first, use skill 1, and then
Let's try this again, shall we?
because
All right. So I'm bringing. So the 4 units are. So math for the speed lead. Obviously, the dragon because that's what we're testing. So I need that.
Galleon.
Jameer, Galleon, and Vigor.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Galleon and Vigor. That should be all I need. And I just gave Galleon an extra rune. I found a spare slot 3. Gave it an extra 20. What? That's not the Galleon. That one's missing a rune too. This one. It had an extra 21 speed on it. So that works well. And Vigor.
There you go. That's pretty much it, and then something to ban. So now the last one, just pick, just go far right.
Ooh.
Like this guy. I'll ban the Shazam.
Oh, bot just bans the LDs. I know you would have banned the speed
I would
lead.
have banned the speed lead if it was a bot. Yeah.
Yeah. So math would have been out for sure. Who am I going to ban here? Just whoever. Tiana.
Just
Doesn't matter.
So, yeah.
I need. Actually, I was going to say I'll leave the Oh, it doesn't matter. My guys are all slow anyway. I was going to say I'd leave the Icaro in because you could give Wuso extra speed.
Should I?
May as well. I mean, these
You're
guys
gonna
are all
go
slow. I
33
think the
lead. I
plus-
don't want you cutting in. But I don't think even with
my
33,
Vigor's only like plus 118.
Yeah, you won't.
You got no risk of that.
292. Yeah.
All right.
What if I
20
skill
minutes
one
later.
sneak something? Oh no! I'm gonna heal.
Oh, it's all right.
Oh, you got it.
Oh,
I'm all will.
I'm gonna heal.
20 minutes later, time to test.
Galleon
nearly used
misses
skill
defense
3 then.
break. Skill 2. Kill
Oh.
something. Kill. Yeah. That's why I brought 4. Ah!
Oh no!
Oh,
Wait,
fuck's sake.
violent!
Oh,
Yes.
thank
Oh,
the
okay.
Lord. Okay, skill
Okay,
1.
here we
We
go.
waited this long.
20,000.
come
20k.
Hang on, everyone. We're streaming live. Everyone needs to see that I won.
Yeah, fair match.
I beat David for the first time ever.
Challenging battle.
Right. Click yes.
It was fair. I brought a 3-star and a 4-star.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
I said click yes.
Oh God! Is this what we're doing?
Payback time.
Aren't we going through the balance patch?
Yeah, we're completely detoured here.
Ah,
Yeah, we're just
no,
testing
no.
the unit.
Wait, hang on. Why does it say I'm C3? I mean,
Because-
5 to 3.
Because this is regular RTA, not Special League.
Oh, everyone can see how bad I was last season.
Alright,
Great.
I'm gonna do Julie. Because
Oh,
they'll
you're
go-
gonna
I only
clean
got-
me.
No.
Is that what you're gonna
Oh
do?
no, I want you to do the same. Retest. But Julie has like way less defense.
How am I going to do the same?
I want
Oh,
you-
the same test. Okay, yeah. Sorry.
Because
Oh, lucky you said that. I was about to
Yeah.
bring in Chiwu and
because
Bastet.
because looking at my
Ooh.
Wusa, his total defense is like 1400.
Oh, where's my?
And Julie's
Uh-oh.
total defense is 500. So this should be a pretty.
No. Shit.
This should be.
I nearly ran out of time there. I was looking for some math, but it's in storage.
I don't know what happened to
Where
my
are you?
fodder. Oh, they moved up.
Who else did I even bring? I forgot now.
Galleon.
Galleon.
That's who it was. Where is Galleon? That one.
Got that Lily on.
First stage of hell's done.
Hey,
Like
nice
the
man.
first,
3-star.
not like the first stage. No,
First wave.
like yeah, first wave.
I thank you for the
it's-
follow.
Oh.
Yo, Lolo, what's up, the fam?
It's
Hey, hello.
free fire.
Oop.
Wow,
Wow, that
what are they
didn't give me
called?
much time.
How you doing, Ofo Animator?
No, so if you take too long, the timer goes short.
We're testing the Jetmire buff
Ah.
because apparently he does a lot of damage now.
So we're gonna test.
well, I've done 30
low
fucking
defense
K on the other thing.
Yeah, it did 20k on a 1400 defense Wusa.
I mean, that's still pretty respectable.
We're gonna test.
Yeah,
on,
that's-
Especially when I'm
OP, I
only
reckon.
plus
we're gonna
130
test on
crit
a
damage.
Julie. It'll one shot Julie
Here we go.
regardless. She's got like 3000 health.
Ugh.
27.
27,000.
So realistically,
130
then,
crit
in a
damage.
PvP situation, you could get pretty close to 40 if you were going rage. Or you're going like a
Oh,
wow.
I've actually seen some rage, Jameers.
Yeah,
They actually do some
That's-
pretty good damage.
I think you could get pretty
That's
close
crazy.
to 40. Alright, let's switch
Oh,
back over to tech.
Before you
Yeah.
before you switch back over, just
Yeah.
just so you know, David. Yeah,
Oh,
this
for
I
fuck's
found.
sake.
I found this before
Fuck.
while you were.
Oh, damn it. Yeah, I used my last one already. Helping the team clear.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh no, you found 3 as well.
I'm not fussed. We get double S
Yeah, we're
every
fan
time, but
free.
we never get triple.
All right, back to the.
Back to
No one wants to
Yeah,
watch
we
me
get
farm.
Yeah.
double S.
Right, we're back.
you farming neck ground, clearing TOA hard.
What are the rules with Twitch and drinking? Out of curiosity, I don't actually
I
know.
don't think there is
You're
one,
allowed
is
to
there?
drink. You are allowed to drink.
Just not for
Just
money.
not allowed to.
As long as you're not obnoxious and yeah.
Oh, okay.
And that's
Good.
your arsehole.
Yeah.
In that case, I'll get myself another drink.
I was gonna
Because you're not even on camera, so no one will know you were drinking on us.
You can have drunk streams.
Hey, Tech,
Yeah.
can you share on Discord again, please? So
As long as you're
Oh,
not
sure,
asking for money and
she
shit.
had the patch notes up.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh yeah, everyone's watching me farm. Check this team out. It's
Yeah, no, I was switching back over to patch notes.
I was about to win. Now no one's ever gonna know if I won or not.
Yeah, I think you would have beat.
I'm pretty sure you
Well,
did.
yeah.
The answer's I won. Wait,
Okay,
what did I get?
So we got
Ooh,
as
blue
far
6-star.
as Fire Bison.
Where we at?
And
Yeah,
then,
Fire Bison, which we
and
love.
then we went on a tangent to Wind Dragon, which was before. So I don't have.
Wait until we hit Ariel.
I think Mocca has
No,
to give
please
us
don't.
a little chat on Water Bison because he has 3.
Yes.
So
Working
Mocca,
on.
I have
tell us about
3.
water.
Alright, so basically with the water bison, first of all, I need to apologize to my water bison because I ruined it up when I pulled the first one. I put it on double revenge will, which I felt like was a pretty good build, but then it wasn't really doing anything for me, so I actually took half of its runes and gave it to the water and wind mummies, which I 6-starred because I was bored.
Fuck's sake.
So what you're saying is, it's such a good unit, you thought the 3-star mummies were better.
Yeah, pretty much. Hey, that water
That's-
mummy can freeze 50% of every hit, even on revenge, which is just awesome. But
Very
anyway,
good.
Second wave done, boys.
Nice.
So now that it has an armor break, I would like it to have been a 2-turn armor break, but I do still like the fact that it has an armor break, especially when it only has a 2-turn cooldown. So that enemy unit's going to be armor broken every second turn at least, which is still really good. And when you pair it with Nyx, it's still a 2-turn armor break. I'll just get out my Nyx. So I definitely think it's a good buff, and once again, like the others, having the damage of skill 1 based on HP, I need to test it again. But from what you were saying with the other, I feel this would be the same. Go from 4k to 10k.
Yeah.
Which was the issue I had with him, was his damage was lacking. So I think this buff is certainly going to make a difference. He's going to be usable. I'm still trying to think of good combos and comps to where I'm going to use it, but I will definitely use at least one of the 3 of them now when I can figure out where it will work best. They won't just be sitting there so that when you click on my name, you see an Alicia next to 3 water bisons, and that's the only use. I'll actually use it. Anything with an armor break is always worth testing out. And then a provoke on top of that. Once again, there's different combos that you can use with a provoke, and that I think that will just. I need to come up with new ways to synergize it since they've put that. It's all about the armor break, really. That's the big difference here, and yeah, just yet to see where I'm going to use it, but I can't wait to try it once it gets some runes back from the mummies.
From what I've seen, and what I've heard from Jubei as well, the issue is like it's all well and good. He like destroys HP and whatever, but he's not doing enough damage to begin with to like really destroy much anyway. So I think he needed a bit of a damage buff, to be honest. I don't know what you think about that.
Yeah, I completely agree, and that's why I stopped using him. I tried him out, used him in a few guild wars, and the damage was really underwhelming. Like, you had to have full armor break, but even then, it still didn't do much, and still, I didn't like it. So now I had like double revenge will before. Now I feel like he would almost work on violent revenge. Something like that, which is tough not putting something on will in guild wars, but I think getting the armor break and then violenting into skill 3 could definitely be beneficial, and we all know that if it's guild wars and it's on defense, it will then violent again into skill 2.
Let's go.
And armor break something else.
Guaranteed fire, bro.
I'd like to test it. We buffed all these healers, you know? There's all these, you got the new Lulu, you got Shushu and friends or whatever, you got all these new healers. Why not buff these units that destroy the HP? So personally, I like using Beth whenever I see Ariel, because I just skill 3 open, and even if Ariel does heal, so what? You heal to 70% of your health. I know the Fire Cat 2A destroys a whole lot. Not sure who else destroys HP, but I'm thinking Water Bison, Beth +1, and you could have a siege defense that's full of healers, all of a sudden healing for no health because all their health's destroyed.
You just answered something that I completely forgot. When I pulled my first Water Bison, I popped a blessing, and my choices were Water Bison and Beth, and I already knew then that they needed to go together. And then after my third Water Bison, I pulled a Beth again. So I have Beth now, but she sucks. She's nothing like yours, and I need to get her. Once she's runed up properly in Devilmond, then those two, you're right, those two together against like any water fire combo, anything that's not a wind combo, they can be devastating. They would pair together. They would synergize the same way that, say, Bulwark, Molong, or Bulwark, Amelia pair together. Ganny Hathor, I think Beth and Water Bison have that same synergy where there's no one else that they can pair with as well.
50% HP destruction, followed by the next one doing 50% HP destruction. I think maximum's around 75 or 80, isn't it? I know you can't destroy 100%, but you can get to around that last 20, and if you get down to.
Should I bring Shaman in?
If you get,
and then you sneeze and they fall over.
So picture
So for
this.
come to us to make me come to us makes me choose between the two that need to be together.
Picture bringing Water Bison Beth and someone who can strip, like a Lauren or whoever, into a Rakan on Siege. Rakan does damage based on his max HP. If you open by destroying 80% of his max HP, he's stuffed. He's utterly stuffed. He's going to do no damage.
Yeah, true.
You know?
Ooh, I got a new follower.
What water AoE strip do we have? Ryu?
Yeah, what were you?
How you doing, Young?
I was just thinking-
Unfortunately,
Yeah,
I'm not
but-
looking at accounts at the moment because we're going through our opinions on the patch notes. Unless you guys are happy to take a look at an account just for 5 minutes or so. Just gotta go
I
to
honestly
stream.
don't mind, to be honest.
Is that alright?
It doesn't bother me. I'm gonna go grab a bottle of wine. I'm
He
on the
just wants-
wine.
He just wants to have a look at what months he should
Something
star
different.
Yeah,
and,
absolutely.
Now's a good
for-
time. We can all help.
for
We
Rift,
can all have a look.
Dragon, and R5. Yeah, sure, man. What server are you on? Because we can take a look at your account. You're on
So it's
global?
Rift,
No
Dragon,
worries.
and R5.
You guys were asking about what AoE strippers. We've got Praha, we've got Water Artmaster, Water Monkey King. I think he's AoE, isn't he?
He's single target.
He's single target.
But the others are AoE.
Yeah, there's...
Yeah, I just noticed there's no water. I mean, you've got Soha, but that's the only one I can think of off the top of my head that has a skill 3 dedicated AoE strip as a water unit.
Praha.
Praha's skill 2,
Oh,
skill 3 is the heal. Isn't that
Yeah.
strange? Like fire and wind, you've got several, and then water, you've just got this 4-star.
Yeah. I really want this Water Monkey King. I don't think he's like amazing, but he just looks badass. And like I like his skill set a little bit.
I like him. I like using
Yeah.
the base spears really high.
He-
What do you think about this?
It was a bit like a flash in the pan. I found in RTA he suddenly became super meta, and then he stopped getting
Just
used.
dropped
The
out real
interesting
quick.
thing about him not getting used is in this Vigor, Molly Vigor meta, I felt like he could have been used because he can still AoE stun, but also he can strip all those buffs. So I was kind of confused there. I guess he doesn't have an armor break. If he had that, he would be very, very strong.
Alright. So if you guys could just either check out my stream or am I on Discord? At the moment?
Yeah, you're all good. Have you got an account on every server just for this?
No, I made a global God knows how long ago.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm just jumping over because I actually
Does that
I actually thought about it the other day. I was thinking I should make an EU just for this because I get these
Yep.
people from different servers coming in. So yeah, he knows what I'm doing.
It makes
I'm on
sense.
EU.
Do you have any Nat 5s on here?
You know what?
Wait,
you know what I have?
Do you
know what I
log in
have actually?
daily?
Is
You should log in daily for the transcroll.
is TechBeast here?
Hello, I'm here.
Yeah, are you watching?
Oh no! Oh
Oh.
no!
See this level 26 account?
Let's have a look. I'm watching your stream. Oh yeah,
Do
yeah.
we want to?
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
yeah.
Do we want to see this?
Yep. Oh, for fuck's sake! Every time.
Oh my god!
It's like before I was talking about I'd love a
Hang
Rakan
on.
because it'd be
I'm
cool
pretty
for defense and I'd pull him.
Yes, that's
To
the
be
free
fair.
vamp revenge runes.
I'm pretty sure that's ruined. That's ruined better than mine.
it's just the Lapis runes, and then I gave her the other crappy ones, and then I just started doing like Fanlo and Rack or whatever. All right, 5.
Back in a sec.
Wait, if I go to my global, see what level it is.
Can I transfer my account to Asia server so I can like see you guys all the time and shit? Because Europe is just dead. Is that possible? Is that a thing
No,
they
they
could do with
offered
your
it
account?
once. They offered it once,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, that's when everybody was on global, and then they had to transfer everybody over.
they added
Hmm.
Asia, and now Asia's got.
When they added the EU and all that.
Yeah.
Okay, so guys,
Uh,
the question is Monster 6-star for Rift Beast, Dragons, and R5.
Not sure if anyone. Sorry, I just got back. I just want to say with this Camilla, if this Camilla could add 100 speed, everything else is fine. Like, yeah, attack is low, but Camilla's not really there purely to just
He's just
nuke stuff. Camilla's there to sustain.
Yeah. Oh, we're having a look at what he's got.
It just popped up now.
Yeah.
No, everything else, like I don't mind everything else. I mean, you could even give up a little crit rate if you needed to boost the speed, but everything else is pretty good.
Right.
Or the resist, that 49 resist.
Is this all of your 6 stars, Youngs? And you've moved some 5 stars out for me. Cool.
Is it both water twins, or is it just Talia? I didn't see Sabrina.
Oh really? No Sabrina. Do you have a Sabrina, Youngs?
It might be there, but I might have missed it.
Oh yeah, she's here. Not on crit damage. Speed.
Yeah.
Attack. Alright, so all your twins. Pretty much all your twins. And any unit that's an attack unit. You want to go speed or attack percent. Slot 4 needs to be crit damage and attack percent. Just like this. Especially these girls. These ones here, these water twins, they're your main damage dealers for all your rift beasts. And for early dragons, you could use them in dragons B10, they'll do well. So
you can use them in DB12, but they need to be fucking high requiremented.
This is a fairly early game account, maybe heading towards.
Yeah, DB10
clearly been farming, making 6 stars, but looking at progressing onwards. The main focus is...
there's nothing wrong with DB10 either. I mean, how many years did we farm DB10?
Yeah, we got all these
good
280 speed violent sets, but how many runes have I got since B12 came out? Like 1, maybe?
10?
0.
I mean, like...
Didn't you get 20 legend runes the other day?
Yeah.
In one day?
Like,
how many were usable?
How many were usable? Like 1, maybe. Yeah, the rates are better. Cleared TOA, first time. Congratulations. That's really good.
Well done.
I'll make this friend.
How long have you played?
5555.
I was playing for a long time before I cleared TOA. I mean, I was playing before TOA existed, but when it came out, it was certainly not something I could do straight away at all.
So the question is monster 6 star. So I'm gonna go ahead and say
I see Iris.
This
I'm
one
sad.
here. Fire.
I want that Iris.
Dancer. Very good for
she's good.
All of your rift beasts, essentially.
This one here, this got me my first clear on the fire beast.
Yeah, fire.
The fire beast,
wind,
I absolutely needed her.
Light, dark. You can use Fire Sky Dancer for your main healer. You just need to give her lots of attack. Mine's actually on Fatal, just to give her more attack. Mine's Fatal Energy. Speed, attack. Bit of HP in subs so she can survive the front line, and she'll do really well for you. She doesn't need crit rate, crit damage, accuracy. She just needs speed, attack, and HP. The 3 stats. A little bit of defense if you can. And yeah, there's this Amuse skill, just heals a lot. And I think you'll find with your Rift Beast, your teams are dying. You don't have enough sufficient healing. You can go Agar for the Vampire Blood Contract. You don't need Blade. I would go Fatal. Yeah, Fatal because you get the extra attack bonus. If you are going Fatal or Swift, I would go Speed slot 2. Slot 4 can be attack percent or HP percent, and slot 6 the opposite of whatever you did for 4. So if you go slot 4 attack percent, slot 6 HP percent. So you get a speed, attack, HP.
So a good example of this one is my Huahi I have not touched in a long time. I left. She still is now exactly how she was when I was using her in the fire. She is on violent, but ignoring that, it's like plus 10,000 hit points, plus 1,100 attack, but then 34 speed, like plus 34 speed. No, not on crit damage. Did the job. Yeah, she's on my screen.
Yeah, I've just added it, so
you
can see.
So mine's on Blade, but only it's on Blade, but only because that's just the runes I use. I didn't She wasn't there necessarily for the damage, but I mean it helps. But that's exactly the Huahi I used in Fire Beast.
That would be fine. That would work. That would work just fine. Doesn't need to be violent.
Another good monster you can use like literally everywhere. That's completely free to play. Is the water martial cats 2A. I've never built one, but I've seen that it is like a game changer for people because it just does shit ton of damage and don't need any debuffs. So it does more damage when there's no debuffs on the enemy, which is kind of like what Old Rift Beast is about to like get it down, or to actually kill it.
Tesha. Yeah, that's true.
He's asking if he can switch these runes to Hawaii.
If you put more speed on this, you could, but also Tesha is definitely a very solid farmer for early to mid game.
I
mean, when I say early mid, I still use Tesha now all the time in every secret dungeon, in Labyrinth.
If I pulled Tesha, I'd use it.
Yeah, well, I'm lucky enough to have 2, and anytime a secret dungeon opens, I only bring double Tesha and nothing else, and it's like 28 seconds.
Yeah.
So this Tesha, like if this Tesha's crit rate was a bit higher and speed was a bit higher, everything else is great. Like that's a lot of attack.
That's a good
That damage.
It's huge attack.
Yeah, and the other thing to remember as well, if you put this Tesha's runes onto that Huahi, the attack will decrease dramatically
because of this base.
Because of Tesha's base of the highest base attack in the game.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, 1098.
Yeah.
That's why.
So it'll go down quite a lot.
Shimite runes up.
Yeah, Shimite is something you could give up temporarily because it's more of a later game unit. So if these runes are,
you just don't need.
I mean, if you
could
with this here, if you actually power it up a bit more,
that's looking pretty good. You get the right idea.
I think another thing to factor in here as well, which is something we talked about a lot in the last stream, go stage 1 artifact dungeons. Just to get those base stats would make a big difference here.
So that'll really help you with the raids and the Rift Beast. Just getting those higher scores, being able to clear, is just adding that extra damage that you need. So you got your Talia, for example. You know, she's attack, crit rate, and crit damage. This Talia, you should swap this with Sabrina. Yeah. Everyone agree on that? This accuracy.
Yeah.
This should be.
Yeah, the accuracy needs to be on the armor breaker.
It should be on this one.
Sure.
Yeah. She's the one with the armor break. You get
the, this one's ruined. It is ruined well. If you put this set on Sabrina, it's definitely a good set
this
there.
This one here, this whole set, move it to her. Is your galleon speed good enough? Yeah, your galleon speed's fine, but the accuracy is too low. So all you have to do is change this one here to slot 6 accuracy. Galleon speed there's no
speed.
Is it fast enough? As long as it's faster than all of your other damage dealers, it is fast enough.
That's it. It's just got to squeeze between the damage dealers and the attack bar buffer.
So you've got a 47, a 78, yeah? So as long as, if you're trying to use Galleon Alicia, as long as your Galleon with 108 base speed is faster than 96 plus 78, which you'll get easily because of the base speed difference, you only need, what, 70, 65? What is that, guys?
17, 38.
108 for 12 different. 90. So, yeah, 66. Galleon could have as low as 66 and still move before your Alicia.
Oh, damn.
Because of the base speed difference. So I'd go like 68 or 70 to be safe. I don't think there's anything faster, is there? No. Yeah, so for 6
That
stars...
would be an awesome way to...
For 6 stars for Rift Beast, I'd focus on Agar, Huahi, and maybe if you're struggling with Wind, Garrow on Vampire, but...
Miho's not a bad option as well. Miho's not a bad option for the Light Beast. Especially on Vampirins.
Alright, I hope that helped you. We're going to go back to patch notes now. Thanks for that, guys.
Yeah, I'm going to do a
Thanks for
switch.
taking the time.
And artifacts.
Oh yeah, farm artifacts.
Farm.
Level 1 artifacts. Just go to basement 1, get some grey ones.
Sounds weird, but they're actually much cheaper to power up than the higher level ones. But the base stats are what everyone wants. They're the most important thing of artifacts. Like the substats and everything else you get with them is amazing, but those base stats, 200 attack to me is far more important than extra damage based on speed or anything like that. So don't count them out just because they're white or green. They're still awesome.
Absolutely.
Did someone just drop out?
Don't think so.
Just heard a weird sound.
All right. So going back to the patch notes, we're on to the general Bison buff, the one that I shared with the water, wind, and dark one, Psycho Crusher.
Yeah, what's it? What do we?
That's the defense break that Mocca touched on before. It changed from attack to defense break now.
Yes.
Talking about that for water, it's now also wind and dark. I think the most important thing of them Bisons is this wind one.
Yes, this one's a big one.
The head press here, that's a big one.
I've heard people say it's better than Ganymede now. So
I've heard that as well.
Because now it's AOE. It's all enemy skills max cooldown. I wouldn't say it's better than Ganymede.
Oh shit, it is.
Ganymede is irresistible to 1, and if you played the game as long as I have, accuracy resistance checks are the bane of my existence. So having irresistible, something's not on will.
Yeah.
You press Ganny skill 3. There's no, oh my god, I've crossed my fingers, please land. It's just Ganny skill 3. Moving on. That's reset.
Yeah. I just imagine CRS bombs.
You don't even watch, When you Ganny skill 3 something, you're not looking to read resistance or whatever. Like when you Zyros something, you're like, which one was reset? Are they all reset? So
that's if you can read it.
Yeah, if you can even
amongst
read
the clutter,
the damage and everything else. But being AOE does make him very good and comparable to Ganny. But the biggest thing, and I'm taking that RTA's perspective again, because that's my take on this. Ganny's base speed way higher. It's like 113 or something compared to what are the M Bisons, like 98. I can't compare the two because of that. And that's the reason Vigor's still so good. That's the reason Water Monkey's good. It's that base speed difference. What is
true.
Wind Bison base speed? Anyone know? I'm trying to look for it now.
Not sure. I think it's low in it.
I know fire's like 98. So
I feel like they're all below 100 from what I can remember.
Yeah. So he'd need a lot of setup. He's going to need a chi wheel or something. He's going to need that strip and attack bar reduction because it's going to be very hard to build him fast. Generally low base speed units you don't want to be building on Swift. I just found him, he's 98.
Oh, so it's the same as the others.
Yeah, he's 98, and Ganny is 113. 15 higher. I've seen Swift Gannies outspeed, like, you can use it as for like a cleave reset. You put your fastest set on your Ganymede or your Spectra. They try and go with they try and move with their 99 base speed Bastet and get outsped and cry because they reset Lucian.
Alright, what are we doing now?
That makes sense. We got the Teo Water Chimera.
Oh yeah, he's slot in there. Oh, don't forget Winry. Don't forget Winry.
5200.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. I read that as Wind Bison. Yeah, Wind Ryu. That
Wind Ryu.
You did the test earlier, so you can
the test. Yep.
We got all these first.
So I went from so first skill, second skill barely changed in damage, and it does say greatly increase the damage of the last attack. It says it's a bit confusing. Total damage increased by 19%, but greatly increased by the last attack. I saw about a 20% increase on the third hit, and no increase in damage on the first two. So
Yeah.
he's very risky still, but
But
he got the Sekhmet, the Sekhmet treatment where you miss,
yeah,
then you could violent proc and your skill 3 is still
that makes it pretty
available.
worth.
So mine's currently Swift, like a Daphnis style build, speed damage attack, lots of accuracy, but ultimately violent could be far better because even just trying to test my damage, and I gave mine I think about 60 accuracy, which it's hard to squeeze in lots of accuracy when you're trying to load up your attack, you know? I got like 1700 attack on him. Like, you're trying to load up your attack and your crit damage and speed. You're getting accuracy in as well, above 50, 60. You're not going to have 100 on him. He missed, like, I did 5, and he hit 2 out of 5 with 60 accuracy on low resistance water units. Like, I would use first skill, not even strip, nothing happened.
Yeah.
Because that's all he does. If he doesn't strip, he doesn't even punch again.
Yeah.
You know, you get that middle case scenario where you strip and defense break. So essentially, he's a crappy Lauren. And then best case scenario, which is why it's risky, he gets that third hit. My third hit went from doing 30k to 40k. So he does around 8k, 8k, and then 40. Does about 56,000 total. He was doing more like 46. It's not a huge impact. It creates more options. It allows you to build him violent if you wanted to treat him like Sekhmet and just kind of, oh, didn't work, try again. Oh, didn't work, try again. Might work.
You know what?
In a snipe team, you could go like, but Odin's just gonna be far better. If you have an Odin and you need a wind sniper, you got Daphnis for fire, you've got water sniper Covenant for your water, you want a sniper fire unit, and you've got Odin for one-shotting water units as a wind unit. Why would you go through all these 3 accuracy resistance checks? Well, 2. You have to strip, then you have to defense break if you want to get the damage, and you want to crit on all 3 as well. Oh, it's so risky still.
Oh, we've got a
One way they
bottom.
could change it. You've mentioned it with a previous unit, and I think this would separate it from Daphnis because right now the majority of people are just saying Daphnis is just still better, which it is.
I agree.
Because there's one accuracy resistance check in there.
Yeah.
This is just going on. Instead of doing this whole if it doesn't work, then it stays on. It's not cooled down or anything. I think irresistible, like Ganny.
Yeah.
Chuck it in there.
Okay.
Makes sense.
That would make it very unique. It would make it a disgusting nuke, just like Daphnis, but can't be resisted. But it doesn't get a shield like Daphnis, but it will always do what it's supposed to do.
I
All of that.
think if we're talking theoretical, what they should do, I think what they should have done is when Daphnis misses defense break, the damage still comes in. Daphnis tries to strip and defense break, even if he misses and the wheel's still there, the second part of the attack still happens. I think he should have triple combo, try to strip, miss it, try to land defense break, miss it, and still do the third hit. You're not going to do big damage because it's not on a defense break, but you're still going to at least... I might kill a really squishy water unit even without defense break, if I still got those 3 hits.
Yeah, true.
I think it shouldn't just end because that's why Daphnis is still so good. The amount of times I've been resisted, hadn't landed the defense break, and then gone, oh, it didn't matter. I still did 28k damage with Daphnis skill 3 and nuked the Fran anyway. You take away like 10k health on Fran, do another 22,000 without defense break. because Fran's base defense so low, and that's what everyone uses Daphnis for, in my opinion. You snipe Fran's.
And he's gone missing.
What's that?
Yeah, he said he's going to watch the stream but end call. I think he's
cool.
distracted by TOA hell.
Yeah, as you would be.
You don't hell. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, he
some
got through the
fun thing
first
in
one
the
and
game.
he's on the next.
We have to tail.
Right,
I'll
anyway,
shut up for a bit.
shit.
I don't have a tail.
I have my Facebook on my screen.
I've got one. I pulled it and I was
Same.
excited because it got me through dragons for a little while, and then Tricaria came out, and now I don't use it anymore. So this buff, it's good, going from 50 to 100%. But now Taya, it's kind of like a hybrid Varad and Poseidon, but Varad and Poseidon are both still better in what they do. So
Oh, okay.
it's good, but it's still not them, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like,
Foxy will be happy with his 1v3 siege team.
yeah, well, that's true.
He likes to
That's
bring
true.
Tail in open with skill 2 and then reduce attack bar. Now it's reduced to 0. You know, he's going to be a little bit more impactful for early game, 100%. Like, way better for early game. But,
Yeah, in that regard, it will be. I just think they need to not make so many of the same element unit be so similar to each other. They've now got 3
Can we have
Nat
a
5
fire
water units
AoE
that all
freeze,
do-
please, instead of dots?
Yeah, or not have 3. Like all 3 of them do 100% attack bar reduction AoE. 3 fire water Nat 5s. Like, why do they have to all be water?
Yeah.
Like, give that, like, you've got Ganny who does it, but what fire unit does AoE 0 attack bar? Is there one?
Well, I feel like each element has its own sort of specialty. Like fire
they're
units
dots.
are usually like
There's a lot of dots.
damage.
Yeah.
Water is like usually like utility based.
I'm literally
wind is
using
wind.
Rika Sath Tattoo. Fire, ... Like,
Yeah.
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 That. Like, Zyros, more
Not to
dots,
mention-
like,
Some people don't realize this. I mean, we probably all know because we've played for a long time, but there's a lot of people who don't realize that water units are the only units that freeze.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people just don't notice, and wind units tend to steer towards sleep and fire towards stun, but water's the only freeze unit in the game.
Yeah.
freeze, yeah.
Which there's been a lot of debate over the years about the difference between all of them, and stun and freeze are identical to each other. Sleep, obviously, you can be woken up, which is why they allow units to have 2 turns sleep, because it has a way around it, so it sort of balances it a little bit.
Yeah, it's good use for demons. A lot of people don't know.
Yeah.
Demon skill too, because it takes away some of your team's HP. It wakes them all up. If I see Ganny Hathor, I literally pick my fire and wind demon, and I win. Because they can only strip one of them. They're both on will, and the other one's gonna wake up the other one. Wake up the
True.
whole
I have
team.
not
One
thought
of-
about that.
One of them will wake up
Have
the whole
not thought
team
of
with
that.
skill 2. I use Mephisto Bale for Ganny Hathor counter. Hathor sleeps 3 of your units. 1 of your demons still okay on will. You use skill 2, wakes up everyone, and boosts the attack bar at the same time.
5 head.
Big brain.
Dark has most sleep units. Okay, that's interesting. Dark
Ooh.
Nightmare makes sense. Does that mean Light has most stun units?
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Because you got the dark sylph, the dark. I mean, I guess all the succubus do sleep now.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Makes a lot of sense. All right.
Now
Well,
these next 2 units are both
Yeah.
2 of the biggest.
huge changes.
I was
I
going
wanna
to
say-
say, moving us into, water and healing. That's the other thing.
Yeah.
They love to do water healers, and we'll start off with the biggest one.
You want to go with that, or you want to go Vanessa first?
We got Vanessa
Which one?
first.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, alright. Yeah, I'll
This
One
one-
thing I just want to.
Yeah. you go
Vanessa's
first.
been really confusing for a lot of people. I've seen on Facebook, I've seen everywhere. People don't get how it works. To simplify it, Vanessa's passive has just been moved into Vanessa's skill. So
It
if the
says
skill's
here,
on
yeah.
cooldown, then the passive activates but cannot be oblivioned. That's the only difference. You can actively use the skill to revive whenever you feel like it if it's up, but if you have used it already, so it's on cooldown, or if it's been
Yeah.
reset and it's on cooldown, then it doesn't work. But yeah, if it's available, you can use it actively, or if you don't use it actively and someone dies, it will automatically happen. Cannot be Oblivion. It's just nothing but a straight buff to Vanessa.
It's a weird one though. It's not like, I don't think it's exactly huge because so it's like a Zoros. The same thing's just going to happen again. It's very, very just certain circumstances where it will get Oblivion. So I don't think we're going to see much of a difference with it. You know what I mean?
I think where it would have an impact. I mean, I could be wrong because I don't do a lot of it, but in RTA, sometimes I've watched a few videos where the enemy's left with Vanessa and one other unit, and you'll find that they're focusing Vanessa so that she doesn't revive the other unit automatically if it's gone on for a little while and that's back up. But if it comes back up and that other unit's not dead yet and they don't kill Vanessa, she will then revive a third unit that has been dead for a while. And that's where it's just going to, like, there can be... I just think of things like Vanessa and that Dark Demon, things like that are just... Oh...
Thank God.
Things I don't want to think about. Read more reasons why I don't do much RTA, because I don't have all of those disgusting units. But it's a buff. So yeah, it's like you said, it might not be hugely impactful because most of the time she's going to revive something passively because it's the first thing to die. And it just means people are going to focus Vanessa. What's that?
Oblivion, right? Because it is still a passive.
No, it's not passive anymore. It's like it's just like a skill.
Oh, that's showing it as a passive.
It is.
No, look, what? Really?
It still says Warriors Return passive.
They changed it in the patch notes. It was not a passive anymore.
Yeah,
it was a
you
skill.
can see there.
I'm seeing.
Oh,
it
they've
right now,
changed
live.
it.
They've changed it. They've reverted it back to
Revives the dead ally and increases their...
I like it. So if it's like, I think if it was down and then it's her turn, it becomes a skill, and then you can activate it yourself. It makes sense. Was that right?
If Warriors Return skill is it says if the skill is available to be used, but it's not a skill. I think that they've stuffed something up here.
I'm confused.
I think they maybe need to have removed passive from the wording, but didn't.
Let me double check online, see if anyone said anything. Vanessa,
because it's not meant to be a passive anymore.
Revives the ally, increases, revives. Or can you use
Who
this
has
as
a Vanessa
skill now?
here?
Can you use this as a skill now to revive an ally with 30 HP and?
But that's what I mean. You can't. That's what I'm confused by, because you can't if it's a passive.
Skills.
Oh, that's why I feel like they've. Oh, that's Nux got Vanessa, but can you come back? We need to test this because it's meant to be a skill now, not a passive.
So odd.
Yeah,
like it said in the notes, if you got the patch notes there, it said that it was changed to a skill. I swear.
Well, yeah, it literally says here, Warriors will turn passive to Warriors return nothing.
I think they just haven't removed passive from the wording. Yeah, I think they just definitely haven't. Skill changed.
Someone in the chat. It works like Perna's self-revive. How so? What do you mean it works like Perna's self-revive?
Panda?
No, Perna.
Perna. He's from the
UK.
Pernda.
Panda.
Panda. Oh, thank God for crystals. I've got 1,000 crystals more.
How does
than I had
Perna
the
work?
other day. It can't work like Perna's self-revive because it says that it revive an ally that takes damage. Another ally. It's not self-revive.
Yeah, which is what it normally does. It normally revives someone else.
The second part.
Okay,
but then
the second part's
what's
the
been
normal
changed?
skill.
Yeah, my understanding was the only difference was that you could also choose to do it when you want to do it if it's available, but as a skill.
Yeah, because it literally says on the first, like beforehand, it was when inflicted with fatal damage that can lead to death, revives and increases damage. Well, now it's revives dead ally with 5% and increases damage.
Nux said he'll battle someone, so we need to do the test to this, but we've got to we need to kill someone.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
Actually,
So we need to kill someone on his team, and then he needs to tell us whether the passive changed from a passive to a skill.
So
because actually we're gonna have to do it twice. We need to kill something twice.
Okay,
I'm reading this differently. I'm reading it It'll work like a Triana passive. Right now, if Vanessa's on the team and I kill something else, that unit is revived with 30% HP and attack buff and no attack bar because they've just been killed. Now, what's going to happen if I try and kill a unit? They're not killed. They're just given attack buff. Yeah? It's activated instantly. They're given attack buff, 30% health, and they maintain their current attack bar. Because it says it's now activated instantly when they take damage that causes death. So it works like Triana. She's like Vanessa's now going to stop that fatal blow.
If that's what it is, that is
it?
gross.
So you're gonna have like Vanessa Triana comps where you can't snipe the Triana and then you can't snipe the Vanessa because it would stop the Triana dying.
Great. So if that's what it is, they've just replaced Molly Vigor with Vanessa Triana.
Yeah,
like they just shifted a horrible combo to another horrible combo.
Apparently, so someone in the chat says if you die same round, you can use it as a skill, also choosing who to revive if more than one dies in a turn.
You can.
So if more than one person dies. Yeah, so like if you got more than one people dying in one turn, so you'll see now. I'll do it against Nuke. I'll be killing multiple of his units, and then he'll choose who he can revive. Okay. That's how I understand it now.
So you can click on the passive skill, choose a unit to revive with the attack buff and 30% health.
I need to go to this and then just move this up the way.
Lightbolt live stream saying the first sentence meant it can be used as a skill to revive a dead ally.
Okay. I don't want to kill Vanessa.
Like the Wind Archangel, like using it as a click and revive. And
yeah, so here we go.
The old passive, yeah, we understood that. I can't see your. I can only see it. Oh Jesus!
It's on my stream, and then he could revive someone else.
It's on your stream, but not your Discord for some reason.
It's Godfrey. He's in our guild. Lightbolt.
Oh, Lightbolt's Godfrey. Ah.
Yeah, he's one of the ones who always snipes my siege box. He knows which one I'm going to pick.
I don't think it's above anymore. I don't think they've done it.
If that's the case,
I'm just going to say, yeah.
If it can revive a dead ally, that's new, and that's pretty cool.
Nah, it's like just unchanged now. Nothing's changed.
Nothing's changed.
Yeah, because I just killed 2 of Nuke's units, and the Vanessa passive just activated normal. Nothing changed.
So what do we need to figure out now?
But can that Vanessa revive the other one?
Yeah.
No.
And can you just ask him? Does it still say passive? When it's her next turn, does it still say passive, or is it now a skill that's on a cooldown?
So when I killed both of them, it revived and it said passive, and it just revived one automatically. And Nuke says
normal.
No, can't revive anyone else.
What about?
That's because it's not on. But when it's back up again, then can he revive? That's what we want to know.
That's what we want to know.
Okay.
When it's back
maybe the passive only becomes a skill when something's dead.
Nuke, do you have a Ganny? Because then we could test it. I could kill someone, and then you could use the passive, bring her skill back up again, and then we'll try again. See what happens.
Oh
yeah.
Or.
Do you have Ganny?
Yeah, like Godfrey just said as well. Same thing. We need to just know if it can then choose to use the passive or a skill.
We'll try that.
If it stays
how
passive,
come between a lot of us we don't have a Vanessa? My God. It's alright. I'm gonna get a Barbara.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway, so.
I'm so triggered right now. Vanessa's my dream unit, and everyone knows. That's why I've got all these fire scrolls. I'm just gonna summon them now. No, I'm kidding. Or am I?
This is why I thought you were Mitch.
Oh, Godfrey! Look, they all say it because they're saying Mike, but M-I-C-H. Yeah, he's telling me to use my Vanessa because he knows I don't have one, and he's trolling me.
Nice.
I'd have one if he didn't steal my siege box and get 2 fire scrolls the other day.
Alrighty.
Alright, let's see. Oh, no Barbara. Oh, is it Barbara? No, it's not lightning. I thought it was lightning.
That's 30. That's 30 with no spark.
Tuesday, I've got 16 summons worth, so I've got 2% chance to get Tiana.
2%.
I beg, please.
I'll trade you.
How are we going with that test, by the way? Is that test going?
Can we watch it?
Wait, who fed their Vanessa?
I don't know. I don't
No.
know. Borrowed Dogs Gen. You fed a Vanessa? Oh no.
Oh,
Oh,
I hope
no.
that's a bad joke.
That's so sad.
Remember Juvagel when he found an account and he is summoning and found that a Ciara and a Ganny, I think it were. He couldn't find them anywhere in storage or anywhere, but they had been summoned. They'd both been fed.
Oh no.
Ciara Ganny had been fed, and he raged like crazy. He ranted about it for the next 3 videos.
I would. Yeah.
Right. Okay, guys, we're doing the test now. So if you want to look on our screen, we'll show you.
Yeah.
So ideally, I'm going to wipe out both of his other units. Vanessa passive will activate. Ganny will move.
Tech.
Seba.
I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
Ganny
Ganny
will
will-
patch notes still.
The what?
Ganny will buff it.
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
we're just switching screens.
Oh no, I'm on.
Really?
I can't see it. I'm on
It's on my stream.
David's stream though, but we're on the
Oh.
other stream.
Oh.
Can you show yours on yours as well,
Can you
David?
share with your. Why can't?
Yeah,
I
let me
can't
just
see
switch.
his.
Let me switch.
Oh yeah,
I
he
can.
needs to
I
share
can as
screen.
soon as Tech switches.
Yeah.
All
Change
I'm doing is
windows.
sharing the Discord.
There you go. I'll
Yeah, so
change.
now you should be able to see it, yeah? Oh, you'll see it in 10 seconds.
That's better. All right. So ventilate. Oh, Vanessa's stunned. Why is Vanessa stunned?
I don't know. Hold on.
New test.
Yeah, guys, shut up. We'll try again, mate. I'll give you the dub.
Oh, he's just gonna cleave it now. Try
We'll
again. Skill 2, armor break everything.
Hey, Ganny.
All
I
right,
haven't got anything. Oh, okay. Now I know what I'm gonna do. Now I know. What
and
I'm gonna do.
don't let your Oki use skill 2 and reset anything either. We're trying to test.
Just go on.
It's gonna be like a 20-minute test earlier.
Yeah.
God, trying to land.
Oh.
Trying to get speed buff on your Jameer.
No, I'm not in.
Yeah. Godfrey, if you're still here, Jameer does a lot of damage on skill 1 now, like 30 to 40k if it's ruined well.
There you go. Are you here now? Yeah.
We tested Moccas and his only has 130 crit damage and it was hitting high defense units for 20k, low defense for 30.
Jameer, the
Wind
Jemiah,
Dragon.
the wind dragon.
Wind Dragon.
It does a lot of damage on skill 1 with if it's got plenty of speed and it's got crit damage. It was crazy.
It's like 40k on skill 1. It's like 20k more than Theomar's damage with speed scaling.
It's not what you're isn't it a support
Game
unit?
crashed.
Yeah.
His game crashed.
Dude, my Theo doesn't hit 40k on defense break with plus 100 speed and 160 crit damage and attack. You know, loaded with attack as well. My Theomars doesn't hit 40k.
Wait a minute. I feel like this Borutoxin, is that someone in our guild as well who was trolling when they said they fed Vanessa? Trying to troll me because they know I want it? Who is that?
I don't know.
Who in the guild is that?
Boru?
They're trying to...
Boru
They want to
Toxin.
upset us.
Who
We're
are
giving
you?
it Vanessa.
Nah, just a random guy. Oh, it's 100% someone from the guild.
My guys were doing it now.
A30's number 1.
If he says OPMCS, then it's our leader. If he says... can usually base it on what they say. Wait, maybe it's... Who's the other troll in the guild? Oh, look, lol.
Lol. I wish.
I wish... Oh, maybe it's Gareth, a.k.a. Yukuma, the other one who snipes my siege boxes.
Oh, god damn it.
I'll just do single targets just so definitely won't kill anyone else after the first hit.
Lauren. Oh, yeah.
Right, moment of truth. I'm very, very curious to know how this works. Oh, we won that guild war.
Yeah.
Now I've got to wait 2 more hours before I tell if I came first or second. I'm pretty sure I came second because I got a draw and 2 wins. And our leader was 10 points behind me, but had 3 wins. So I don't think... What's a win and a draw worth again? The difference in points? Both against +3?
Okay, here we go. Test
you get
time.
You get like 6 less, don't you? 'Cause
6 less?
You would have got 3 and then a bonus 3, but because you lost, you don't.
Oh
get
no, I mean, I drew, so I got a win and a loss, but he got 2 wins in that battle. is that worth 10 more points? That will determine if I come first or second for the week.
Okay,
All right, here we
find
go.
out.
We'll find out at 3 a.m. for me.
First one. So he just revived the unit.
All right, so revives the one to the left. That's normal.
I'm just gonna just
kill it.
smack.
Just kill it. Just attack.
No, 'cause then-
or something.
Yeah, I'll just can play it safe and then get
Attack the Vanessa. Kill the Vanessa, and we'll never know.
Oh my god, that heal! That's disgusting.
Okay,
Oh,
reset.
alright.
Okay, now can Vanessa?
Can
Um,
you use? Oh, he needs a turn.
All right, so now
Can
this is
he
it.
revive
Can
the other one?
Vanessa-
Oh my god, he can!
That's how it works.
Okay, finally.
Yes,
Okay,
That
there
makes
it
sense.
is.
so it is an active
So it
passive.
is it.
It's an
Yeah.
active
Did it
passive.
still say?
Right.
Did it still say passive next to the skill when you used it, Nuck?
Yeah, that's what we want to
Did
know.
it still say passive? Because I feel like they just need to delete passive from the name of the skill, and then that will.
Now I have
then
a
it will make sense.
reviver. Well, I mean, that's
Now I completely understand now. That makes sense.
he's now like better than like because he revives automatically. with
You
an
can
attack buff.
choose to revive Leo or Ragdoll, who
With an attack buff,
ignore defense with 30% hit points
HP
and have an
attack
attack buff.
but they'll have zero.
Oh my
attack bar.
god.
They'll have zero attack bar.
Yeah, true, but that just means if you
Cool.
read them tanky enough, though, they're only going to lose more hit points. But if they don't die, they're going to ignore defense on something.
Right, I'm gonna
you know
trim
who's
that
good
video
with
and I'm
Leo
gonna post it.
Ragdoll? That's really underrated. Tilasha.
Who's that again?
Dark Delphoy. Read the skill.
Actually, no, that I did know.
It's disgusting.
That I know. The reason I know that is because I watched Foix a few years ago used Light Pioneer, double Leo, one with double the speed of the other, so that they would get guaranteed at least 3 turns on Violent, and also her as well as the 4th unit. And it was hilarious to watch. That was his arena offense. What the Foix? He hasn't played for years, but
Yeah.
that's what it was running. That's why I kept my second Leo. I planned to rune it with double the speed of the first one, because then or double +1, then it will get 2 turns before anyone else moves. And then the second Leo goes, and if they're on Violent, then it could be 4, 5, 6 turns before anyone goes, and then they get revived by her with her max attack bar and minimal HP.
Hold up. So if Vanessa gets Oblivion, actually, like with a new thing,
Oh,
then
because
the
it's
next
still a
turn she just
passive.
activates it. She could just activate it like the next turn, right? Like
Yeah,
if-
when Oblivion wears off, then she can just
Yeah.
use
She
it
can then
as a skill.
revive. Yeah.
I completely understand now. It gives her.
That's why
like,
they left
turn.
it as a passive. So it's now the first and only passive in the game that can be actively used as well.
That's cool.
Mad. Right, I'm gonna edit this and put it on YouTube and put it in chat or like the Facebook group so everyone
Hey,
knows.
Lightbolt is only 3 water bisons. I don't have 5. You're thinking of Okeanos. I've had 5 of that. 6 actually. I pulled a 6th one the other day, but I chose. What was my new unit again? Oh, Savannah. Yeah, I still haven't used it. I need Devil one. Are we on to the next unit in the list, which I'm very excited about?
Oh yeah. Let me just crop this quickly. It was probably about there, right? Yeah, I'll just let. Yep, cool. Next unit on list.
I can borrow Vanessa when I get 5 water bison. That's a troll because water bison's gone. I can only pull the unless they bring back the Street Fighter event. And can I just say, if I pull 2 more water bison, if they bring that back, I might consider deleting the game.
Tech,
Two
can you
waiting.
switch back to your browser on Discord with the patch notes, please.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you.
Yep, sorry.
That's just easier to do it that way.
Yeah, that's fine.
I am.
What Mocca was just saying about the activatable passive. I know it's not a super farmable unit.
Oh, there is
Yes.
another one?
Well, I don't know if it's actually a passive, but
Oh.
her type.
Oh, back in 2 minutes, guys.
Her type skill 3. Is it a passive?
Well, do you clicking on it to use it, or are you clicking on just skill 1 or something and it uses
So
it by
his
default?
skill 3 is an independent skill. It's not listed as a passive, right? But you can use it silenced and cooldown reset. It has no cooldown. It has no
So
cooldown.
that'll be the same
and
as
you can
I
use it
think.
silenced. So
So all the Lightning Emperors have that. Like Bulwark's same with skill 3.
yeah, Bulwark as well. So I feel like Vanessa just needs to be changed from passive to that. Like it's usable, but it's not a skill that does anything. Doesn't do damage or anything. I don't see why Vanessa's needs to be a passive.
I guess maybe they did that so that you can Oblivion it, which is only just going to delay.
Yeah.
It'll delay the revive, but which delaying it by 2 turns could still be valuable.
Delay it by 2 turns,
Maybe they did
and
that
then that gives you 2 turns to then kill that Vanessa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe they did that so that they gave it a small buff that wasn't too much. I mean, even without that, it still wouldn't have been too much, really. But I'm surprised Vanessa didn't need anything. I felt she was in a good spot.
She's outdated, I guess. All right,
I still want it.
Let's plow through this list because I got work in 5 hours.
Right.
I haven't slept.
Oh Jesus!
Oh.
Right.
And I'm doing a 18-hour day.
Gross.
Sunday double pay. So
Right, okay.
I've got
So we're
about
on
10
to
more minutes and I'm going
Wind.
to crash.
Yeah. Wind Archangel. We'll smash through this now.
Right, we're on Water Archangel first. That's going to take.
Oh
20
shit!
minutes.
Yeah, water. The big one.
Surely we've seen enough.
So Maybe you take over.
He replaces dots with heals over time.
Can I do something just to demonstrate it? Can we please
Absolutely.
just switch to my screen for a moment, and I'll do an attack on my own defense, and you can just see what it does, and that will do because it is, and hopefully it works first go. It's all right. So
There, cool.
look, the last offense I brought was to test this defense. I haven't played Arena since then, so please just work. This will only not work if my defense derps, which it does a lot, I discovered. Look at that. Derp straight away. So this is perfect. This is perfect. Check this out. What's that? 6 debuffs?
What's the heal
Skill
number?
3. Pop.
Oh my god.
It's just gross. And that's Ariel's new buff. GG.
Yeah.
Thanks for
That's
showing
really
us.
worth it.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
That is insane.
That's disgusting.
That Perna was like, oh, I'm so done. And then it's I'm going to heal 60% every turn for the next 3 turns on top of the 50% I just got after I was cleansed and gained 20% attack bar.
What if you?
Let's
What
not
if
forget about the
the
attack
Praha then? If the Praha stripped then afterwards and replaced them all with dots again.
That'll be nasty.
But then when it's Ariel's turn again, she replace all the dots with double the heal in more heals. It's just it's
Enemy
so good.
ventilate.
That'd be good.
Oh, I still want a skill 2 cleanse. Single target cleanse.
Yeah, that'll be nice.
And then I'll be happy.
I mean,
Or immunity maybe.
Purify is such a better skill. It's on the fairies. The Purify skill is so good. That's all he needed. A max HP.
Yeah, and
Purify.
the howls.
Well, the house have it too. Yeah. I don't think we need to
It's not there.
Aladriel's buff. I think we can just... He revives and then he gets soul protection on himself, which was really good because when he revives he cuts half his health in half. So it makes him vulnerable, so now he's got soul protection for 2 turns. Brings him closer in line to Tyrannus, but Tyrannus just has so much more. Tyrannus has self-healing, Tyrannus does damage, Tyrannus has provoke, Tyrannus has a self-revive, Tyrannus has defense buff, Tyrannus has skill 1 stun. Skill 1 stun. He's still a bad Tyrannus. I mean, I'm happy I used mine in Tartarus Hell. It might come in handy. Galadriel somehow dies and self-revives himself. That'd be nice. But that can be stripped away from the violent, so...
Yeah.
So we need to change the runes of Ariel from Nemesis Will. I think Violent would be better now. because you have
Yeah.
cleanse, and as soon as you have a cleanser, high resistance violent is the way to go. As soon as it's a cleanse.
Unfortunately, I agree, and the reason I say unfortunately is because it took me a long time to farm that double Nemesis will runes I have. But absolutely, and with that Eladriel, the reason why I saw that buff and I didn't think anything of it is because anytime I see Eladriel in guild content, I just bring Raki straight away, and Soul Protect doesn't Raki doesn't care about Soul Protect anyway, so it doesn't make any difference.
Mephisto, Raki, we've already been building anti-revive units anyway. The Dark Lin, I think, does it as well.
Yes, yeah, and water. Oh, which one is it? The water Anubis.
Water
We-
Anubis.
yeah.
Yeah, I have a Water Anubis
Yeah, Avarice.
purely for taking out Pernas. I've got one
Yeah.
built, just attack with damage attack, and I just boost and one-shot Pernas. They recently buffed the wind one as well, gave it Oblivion, which was nice
Right.
because now we have Tessarion as a fire unit with Oblivion. The water... Help me out here. What's the water fairy girl with Oblivion?
Oh, Hermes.
Hermes. And,
I use her in TOA Hell. She's
and-
awesome.
And now we have, and then there's a wind Anubis now, so we have a wind unit with Oblivion, because you literally had Isis and Tessarion as your only options for Oblivion, and if it was a water unit, you just couldn't Oblivion it. And now we have Hermes and like you ever see Arena? Feel free to bring wind Anubis, because Oblivion and Self Revive, he ain't gonna lose to Arena. So.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, it's pretty strong. Alright. Oh god.
Right.
You've
Did
got
that
a
for
Dark
few
Chun-Li.
units?
You've got a Dark Chun-Li. There we go.
Yeah. It's not a
Me?
huge though. Both of us.
TechBeast.
Oh yeah, I've got.
you
yeah,
both do. That's right.
I've got one.
Water, what is a little bit more attack bar reduction. That make her a little bit
It's
better.
still trash.
She's still a bad Stella, so don't build her. Build Stella if
Yeah.
you want water attack bar reduction. Let's move
Same
on.
with Blade
Let's
Dancer.
move on to
Yeah.
Dark.
We can't move. We can't move past until we pronounce that skill properly.
Oh yeah.
Hazukian!
That was very good.
Wait, which one?
Do you want me to actually pronounce it?
Both
'Cause
of you,
it's
based on the
Japanese.
fact that I can't do it better.
Hayaka Suzuki. No,
Uh,
I'm close.
The start and the end sounded right.
Hyakuretsukai
I don't know what happened in the middle.
Kyaku. Hyakuretsukaku.
Yes, that's so cool.
So it's Hyakuretsukaku.
Yeah. But it's so long, I'll give up halfway.
僕は日本人です。
Yeah.
日本語話せ
Oh
ます。
my
よ
god.
ろしくお願いします。
All I remember is
Yeah,
Watashi no Tanjobi wa Sangatsu Jiyoka desu. Which is my birthday is on the 14th of March.
It
Good
was.
to know.
Yeah.
Right. Anyway, moving on. So, it's a nice buff. She hits like 3 times. Before it was just 20% reduction, now 25%, which is like an extra 15% if she lands all 3 times, which is nice. Not much more to talk about. We got Water Dulcim / Poison Master. This is a big one. It's changed.
Anyone who can gain
It
an
doesn't say
additional
what
turn
for.
after using a skill is usually a pretty good change.
Yeah, but basically a
Yeah.
Firebrook.
That's why the Thrain's so good. Because you use
Yeah.
Plague and then you get to proc
Yeah.
skill 3, gain your full attack bar, use skill 1, violent proc, use Plague. And it continues.
And that'll lead into the dark horse of this balance patch further down there, which I am
Okay.
excited about.
Oh, moving on, yeah. Onto Wind, Poison Master. Damage increase. Okay, cool. Fair enough.
Yep,
You do
just-
you.
But only under inability effect. Any
Does it
skill
does it do
that
its own
needs
stun?
I don't know, does he?
I'm not sure.
So
I haven't used any of them. I think
No,
I only
same.
found
got
the
all of
dark
them in
one.
storage. I'm still not excited to build any of them. I don't see
No.
what content they're going to be useful in. I'm glad
I'd
that
build the
there's-
dark one if I had it, and that's
Yeah.
it.
I'm glad they're making new 4-stars, and I want them to keep making new
Mhm.
4-stars because I feel like every unit we get is a 5-star. I got to summon 4 like Savannah and Barbara that I just can't seem to get. So
Triggered.
I like to see new 4-stars in the game.
Even 3-stars. Even 3-stars would be nice.
Oh, new 3 would be yes, please. What's that last one?
Yeah.
Lauren?
I have no.
The
We can
cowgirls have
check
been
it.
around for a while. I
They-
think some
they
of
got
the
rid of-
last
They got rid of making new 3s and started 2Aing stuff.
3 stars that were added were probably things like Drunken Masters.
Nah,
Which was
Lauren.
yeah.
Fran.
Surely the cowgirls were around before. Fran's been around for ages. She just got brought back. I had Fran the first time they brought her out. I farmed her from the secret dungeon they had years ago,
Yeah.
and then they brought her back and brought out that event so everyone could get her. And wait, what are we looking at here? Google.
Oh shit! Didn't mean that. Oh fuck!
Dark mode. In incognito.
Well, no, it's just dark.
Dark theme.
It's just my dark
theme.
theme. Yeah.
Slide check
Don't worry, I'm gonna
videos.
need
Oh
dodge.
jeez, no, don't say that. Oh,
Right. What's next? Moving on.
Oh, what have I done?
Demonetized.
Fire, wind, and light. Dulcim. The strip. Is it an AoE strip or is it a single target?
Does it say?
Which one was this? The
The fire, wind, and light. The yoga fire one is had its strip increased from 50 to 75%. But I'm not sure what the strip is. Is it like a single target or is it AoE?
It would be single, I imagine, or it would say.
it's
remove
single target.
beneficial
Yeah,
effects
skill
from
2.
all allies. It would say, or all. Yeah.
Okay.
Wind one.
So-
Wind one. That's big. Wind brownie. Fire.
Oh, here,
Ponton,
wait.
whatever. They made her better than Ponto.
Pontos.
Yeah.
Yeah, stand Ponto. Working on that.
Can we just talk about how shit Fire Delsum skill 3 is? Take all the dots off yourself and put them on the enemy. No double them or add extra damage. Just take them off you and put them on them.
Wait, no, big brain. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna do aerial with Praha. So you do a big cleanse, get a bunch of things, and then it gets transferred over and starts, and then you fucking give it back to him.
But every time you
that is big
transfer
brain.
something, it goes through our accuracy resistance.
Yeah.
check. The amount of times I've had a one of those hernia or whatever cleanse a bunch of dots on her, I'm thinking, oh shit, she's gonna send it back to me, and then I resist it. I'm like,
And they just disappear.
because she does the same
What do
thing.
we got? Oh, Chloe. Chloe's up.
Yeah.
Pontos, you mean?
I'm happy with
Yeah,
this Chloe buff. I use Carly
The
Chloe
only-
Covenant. And that's-
There's only one thing I like and don't like at the same time with this, and that's that we already have a 3-turn immunity buffer that's fire, which is Veladul, but obviously a lot of players don't have Veladul. But we don't have a 3-turn immunity buffer that's wind. We've got water and fire. We don't have
That's the
wind.
same thing there, yeah.
New unit.
Oh wait, with this buff,
Yeah.
could Chloe be used in Dimension Predator? Like, oh no, because she's not a cleanser. She's not a cleanser. Don't know.
But she might not need to cleanse if she's
You
buffing
can for the
3-turn
rotation
immunity.
where
Mm.
people, because I used a Draco.
Yeah.
Draco worked. It's just because you're just getting that immunity up. Chloe could work here.
I guess
Especially
it comes
with the
down
user
to
module.
it's a 5-turn cooldown, so there's going to be, including waves. There's still be 1 turn in between if you're counting that you get a cooldown when you shift from one wave to the next.
Or Viprox. You could put on
Violent
violence.
procs will help. Yeah, well, that will definitely help. If she gets 1 violent in, then as long as you don't clear too fast and you get a violent, but you still got 4 more turns left.
Yeah.
3-turn immunity.
What's this?
I think's really good.
Use Ariel to cleanse. Yeah, true. Ariel can definitely cleanse it. Ariel's just going to be
Oh yeah,
used in a lot of
it's gonna be good
places.
now. And like the healing over time are just great.
They should have given Ariel a new buff instead of the heal over time. Give Ariel a new buff where it cleanses and then adds on a buff where you cannot be debuffed. The exact opposite
wish
of that fire
demon.
demon one.
Yeah. Next we've got the Wind Brownie Magician.
Here it is. I think that this put in the right teams can be Yeah, so this fire demon thing, if this was reversed and Ariel got the reverse of it, that would be, it's basically a double cleanse. It's a cleanse and then a guaranteed cleanse of whatever comes at it next because it's got that buff on it.
I hate this second part of this skill. They changed it, and mine would do like 6 dots, and then they changed it to this, and it became irresistible, according to damage dealt, and I'll do 40k, and he'll put 1 dot.
What's this?
Flames of Hell.
Oh yeah.
I fully skilled him. I gave him like my best rage runes. I'm gonna do as much damage as possible, and they had him from doing 6 dots to doing 1. But I mainly use it just for this. So I'm actually working on this rune at the moment.
It's a shame. I mean, now you're gonna have to find another fire 5-star that does dots.
Oh no.
Oh no!
So-
But it gives you an
Well,
identity
yeah,
crisis of where would you use Bale? Are you using him for dots? Are you using him? It should just be this. It should be this and 2 turns and no dots.
Yeah.
Because this is like his unique thing now. This is what makes him. Hey, this is the fire demon. Can I use Light Dryad to remove harmful effects?
You got to cleanse twice. That's the catch.
With the Dryad.
Wait, what does Light Dryad do? I know it's got the passive, but
Transfers.
oh, that's a good point. It's not a cleanse; it's a transfer. Does that work? Because it is
it's only
cleansing,
single,
but that's
isn't it?
not what it's doing. It's shifting the debuffs over to the other. No, it shifts your entire team's debuffs to one unit.
Why did I just get an echo?
Yeah, I got that too. I heard myself. Is that how I sound?
Oh, that was my bad. I'll just put on finals stream. Just look at the chat.
I
So
see.
yeah, skill two, same as the water one. Skill 2.
On the allies.
It's a skill 2. This one here. So because it's not a cleanse, it's just moving the debuffs. The only way to know is to test your fire demon with my hernies. Next stream. Tune in next week, Lightbolt, for that.
God, how many runs are we gonna have to do to get to get my fire demon to land dots on your fire on water?
Well, the upside is it can land dots on the whole team, on anyone on the team, because she transfers all debuffs from the whole team.
It's good if you're trying to do like a Rika Thrain kind of thing. You chuck Bale in, they pick Veligil. Your Chibu, you push back, you put a whole heap of dots. Your Oki's not fast enough to cut in or whatever, but your Bale has landed the you can't cleanse this. Veligil cleanses away the you can't cleanse this, and all the dots stay. That's what it does.
Yeah.
But it still really sucks. I've seen it just do absolutely nothing. It doesn't work on Juno either, by the way.
I was just thinking, there's no chests or anything to collect at the moment, is there? I just realised Lightbolt's asked a couple of questions, and he's not just trying to distract me from getting my siege chest, is he? Is that what's going on here? But yeah, that wind brownie, that's where we were headed.
Yeah.
An additional turn immediately, so strip into speed?
Attack
What is
and
it?
crit
Speed
rate.
buff and
Attack and crit rate.
attack and crit rate buff. I would pair that instantly with lure, because you got the armor break and attack bar decrease of 50% AoE in the same skill. I think
50.
those two together. So it's not 50%. Maybe but even it. Let's find out. If it is 50%, that's plenty.
I reckon it's
given that
45.
that's 50. Attacks all enemies to decrease attack bar by 50% each and decrease defense for 2 turns. Because I built it for TOA Hell as well. With one of my spare violence sets.
Always lands as crushing hit, which means they recently just buffed this.
No
too.
glance.
This one.
Yeah, no glance. 50% decrease, armor break. If you pair that with that wind brownie,
and this is the one last patch. They increased the damage by 800%.
oh yeah,
But because it always lands as crushing, you don't have to put him on crit damage.
so
You can go speed,
they
attack,
use
accuracy,
crushing.
and this skill to arrest will do like 20k damage because it always lands the crushing.
Yeah, it is. And so you had a use for those artifacts of crushing hit damage.
Yeah.
Yeah. You bring those two, even in 4-star siege. If you have,
and crushing hit damage.
Imagine what I was thinking, 4-star siege. You bring to lure on really high speed. What's the lead? To lure high speed, wind brownie on high speed, and AoE nuker. And there you go. As long as they're both, fast enough to do their thing, and obviously you've got accuracy resistance. We know what happens there. But if you bring those two and an AoE nuker of your choice, then there's your team sorted.
So you go.
Yeah, Lightbot, you're right. So Praha, for example, doesn't have 100% strip, but the Wind Brownie does, and gets another turn, boosts attack,
I even have one.
and also boosting crit rate as well means whichever nuker you bring doesn't need as much crit rate, so you can give it more crit damage or more speed so that it doesn't need as much speed either though, because Lure is going to reduce attack bar by 50%.
Yeah. Pretty nice.
It has so much potential. It's heavily accuracy resistance based, but it has so much potential. When it works, it's going to really work.
So it's going to be full strip. You gain a turn.
that one's not stripping anything.
if you're oh man, I've never built one. I got Chivo and shit.
I've built.
And then you get the attack crit rate. So this attack crit rate buff that allows you to you build everything on 70. My Marsha would be 100. Like if that was a Savannah or something, you'd be set. Like you have 100 crit rate. It's a shame if this is Guild Wars.
I just thought of who you could pair them with.
You don't get a speed lead, which is unfortunate.
That's what I was thinking. Who's speed lead?
We're talking 3-star, because a really popular one is let me show you. You just Gemini Orion.
Bloody Orion.
For 4-star, and you go Isabel or Tanya.
Yeah, so the tricky thing with Gemini, I guess, is your nuke has got to be fast too, because Lure is going to reduce attack.
No, with the Ryan.
Oh, that's in Arena. Yeah, I was thinking Siege 4-star tower.
Yeah, like this.
But where you only get 3 units.
Yeah, like this.
Yeah.
So
well,
you AoE.
As long as that assassin's fast enough, because here you're getting a 30% attack bar boost versus Lure doing 50% attack bar decrease, but accuracy resistance, of course.
You'd need. Oh, this is shit, but you'd need probably like 100.
What's that? Wind Brownie from Violent to Despair. That's not bad. If you can get enough speed on Despair, because the strip, even though it doesn't look like it does anything,
stunned into attack buff crit rate.
It is an attack, so it will do Despair stuns. And then if you put Lure on Despair as well, on your second plus 160 Despair set, you get... Whoa. And then you throw in your light Chun-Li as your third unit.
That everyone has.
and you're set.
Yeah, that's it. Just that light Chun-Li. Alright. I can see the bottom. I'll get tired. Let's do it.
Or any samurai, by the way.
Any samurai.
Right. Next up.
Dark samurai.
Next up.
AoE cleave.
Right, we've got the Ninetale Fox. 3 of them.
So what? She gained a shield and now she gets a single target strip as well.
Yeah.
Is she going to be used?
I actually really like this.
Good for Guild War.
I actually felt like this was another indirect Kamun nerf.
Hmm.
She's gonna steal the shield, remove it, and do damage because they've got high multipliers too.
Soul
Those
Snatcher.
foxes.
Soul Snatcher hits hard. Mm.
Yeah, I think it's a Kamun nerf more than anything else. Kamun Vigor, I should say.
Yeah.
And you could strip
It's
it.
It's
just going to
obviously-
steal everything and just nuke him down.
They're trying to like, nerf that hard because it's just been used too much, I think. And I think they know that as well. So they're definitely on the hunt to nerf that.
Yeah. Yeah, like they lost the shield, but they don't need it.
I saw someone
Not
post
anymore.
about
Not
the
with
light one.
the steal.
Actually, saw a Facebook post about the light one. This
Is she the troll one that anytime she gets summoned, everyone's like, oh, like.
Yeah, but this effect added gains a turn instantly after using the skill Reincarnate. She revives, and when she revives, she gets
I missed that one.
she gets an extra 50% attack and defense. So she's like her type, yeah? You kill her, she revives with another 50%. That's huge,
Mhm.
50. Yeah? And
Oh, is the reincarnate her own passive to reincarnate herself?
reincarnates herself.
Is that what I'm? Because you said she revives and gains attack and defense. Did she reincarnate herself? Or
Yeah.
is that to reincarnate someone else?
Nah, yourself.
Oh, I've not ever used her. That's wow.
So, remove
Okay.
all harmful effects on yourself, and you come back to life with 100% HP. And every time you gain, you 50% a decent increased attack power and defense. Accumulates up to 5 times. You always gain another turn after using the skill. Alright? Reusable in 7, 6, 5, 4, 3 turns. Reusable in 3 turns, and you get another turn after using the skill. So,
Wait,
pick her
how-
into
how
a
did-
Miho, right? Build her squishy. Fast and squishy. You use Reincarnate. Miho kills you. You revive with full health, now with a 50% attack and defense buff. Because you gained an additional turn, that 3 is now only 2. You use your shield and strip something. You survive one more turn, this is back up. Miho manages to kill you again, you revive again. Another 50% attack and defense. Until you
Is it
eventually
actually-
just solo them down.
A revive?
So,
'Cause what I'm
it's a
confused
skill.
by
It's
is
a
how
skill.
did she use?
She will full cleanse,
Yeah, so-
and she'll come
Oh,
back
so
to
it's
life.
that's
Yeah.
what confused me. It's wording it as coming to life, but she can't use it if she's
Yeah.
dead.
Yeah.
So it's just
it
she
works
just
like
uses
soul
it.
protection.
Yeah.
It'll work like soul protection.
But it's just like she might be low HP and you cast that before she dies and then she fills herself up. Is that
I
right?
think so. I think that's how it
'Cause
works.
Otherwise, 'cause it doesn't say it's a passive. I was going to say otherwise it's the opposite of Vanessa. Vanessa says passive when it's not, and this says it's not a passive when it is. Because she can't use a skill if she's dead.
No, obviously, yeah. Unless it's like it forces her to die for a sec and then brings her straight back. Maybe like dodgy wording, but it like reduces her to 0, but then brings her back to life when she activates it. That's how I read it, at least.
This is the
Because if it was soul protection, it would have said put soul protection on.
I just think if you go to removes. Okay, so I think they've just labeled the skill like they're just giving it a story saying it comes back to life. She's not actually dead and reviving. She's just healing herself.
Yeah.
She's just cleansing herself and giving herself attack power and defense.
Oh, we're gonna see firsthand.
Do I even have one of those? I feel like I mean, I've got
everyone
one
does.
because it was a Hall of Heroes, but
Yeah.
But I don't know if I ever actually summoned her and used her. I feel like she just. Oh, I thought I did, but no. I actually, for some reason, I 6-starred the light Harpu.
Harper, what?
Yeah. Skill 3. Oh, I put her on Despair too. Skill 3 attacks 6 enemies randomly and decrease their attack bar by 20%. That's not a bad skill, especially on Despair. Skill 2 stuns the enemy and inflicts continuous damage for 3 turns.
Okay.
That's also not bad. Skill 1 performs ruthless combat, hits the enemy 2 times, and each attack has a chance of decreasing attack power. Okay, I see why I built it. It sounds really good, but then it wasn't.
So I used it and it said reincarnate +1.
Yeah, it's like a stack basically.
But did it boost your hit points to 100%
And then I died.
when you used it, or what's that?
And then you just
Yeah, it's
die,
a skill. But all it is a heal to 100%. It's
Yeah.
basically Yon Hong with a buff.
It sounds like a revive.
Yeah, because it says it says it brings you back to life, but I think they've just given the skill a story.
I think
I
that's
feel like
right.
if you use it when she's half dead, she will heal to full, and that's all it does.
And then you
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, they need to change the name
But
of
every
of
time
what-
you use that, you gain more attack power and defense.
Oh, it gives you full attack bar as well?
Yeah.
Or did you have violent? Oh, yeah. Full
No,
attack
no,
bar.
no. You gain another turn.
Turn.
Oh, okay, so
Instantly
it
gain
is...
another turn.
It's a selfish Yon Hong. That's what it is.
Salvage.
Doesn't do anything for anyone else.
I was
It's
just
a selfish Yon Hong.
I was actually just looking at that, thinking they're pretty nice. I'm gonna take them off later. A couple of new runes I haven't put on anything yet. Alright.
Oh, fucking stiff. Cool. Moving on. Okay, so we're going to go on to Water Elven Ranger. Didn't expect the buff here. Decreases attack to 0 of the enemy that are stunned after the attack. Stuns enemy
my
who
God.
has 30% attack bar.
Finally! I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting so long for them to bring in a water unit that decreases attack bar to 0.
Oh, yeah, this is our first one, right? I've never seen this before.
Yeah,
Game changing, is it?
we need more.
They clearly brought this in for those who don't have one of those 3
Just
nat
like Ivan,
5s.
Tail, War Homunculus, no one has one of them. Who else?
Lure. 50%.
Anyway, so basically,
Chong
if,
Pong reduces attack bar to 0.
yeah.
Basically.
Oh, true.
Yeah, that's a
Sure.
good point. It
He's
can.
banned.
Yeah.
You pretty much
It does.
every time I face one, straight after a Chiwu pushes me back just a little bit, Chong Pong's like, nah, you're on 0 now.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I've noticed that with mine. Skill 3, doesn't matter what element it is, it seems to just work. Skill 2, though, certainly misses a lot, for me anyway.
Just use Poseidon. But I believe this one stuns now, so if they're below 30% attack bar, it's an instant stun, right? Or am I reading it wrong? So,
Yeah, if they go to 0, they're stunned. No, sorry, if they go to less than 30%, they're stunned now instead of below 0, instead of down to 0. So it
enemies,
gives
so
more
it's
chance to
AoE as well.
stun.
yeah.
They're just this unit is a perfect example of making the game more free to play. That's all. That's what it is. Now I know I say free to play in Water Elven Ranger, you still have to summon it because there's no secret dungeon, but it's a lot easier to summon than a 4 or 5 star.
Yeah, obviously, yeah. Okay, and then the
Charlotte,
Fire, Wind, and Dark Elven Ranger. What's that do? Inflicts continuous damage. Okay, for 2 turns, rather.
Oh, hang on.
Dark one. What?
For dot teams.
Oh, hang on, Arrow
Is that
Storm.
4?
Elven.
It's random, though. Elven Storm's random targets. I know that.
Sorry, what
What's
bosses
AoE?
can be dotted that don't have towers on the sides, so they could cop 4 of these?
Necro, they cop 4 2-turn dots. Pretty much guaranteed, all into the same target.
Does that 75 go to 100 with skill up? Because if it does, that
It
could
does,
actually be
it
really
does,
good.
It does.
Nice.
Sorry,
Okay,
I
so
realised that. Yeah.
so
I'm missing something. Wait,
So-
it's big.
that's 8. That's so if you put that with Sath, that's 80% of the unit's life in one hit. In like if you put Sath Tattoo, that one unit does 80%.
And you get attack speed crit.
Oh.
My one's the buffing one.
Oh, 3
I
turns
used to
too.
use- I used to use this in Necro.
Oh, and it's got-
early
wait, it
Necro,
goes down to
because
4
you got
turns
multi-hit
as well,
there,
so it's
you got 4
Always
hit there.
cycling.
Not a bad unit.
And when you hit,
Adrian told
Oh,
me
and
good unit.
it can back up as well if they're already on the dots. So if they're already got dots on and you hit 4 people, it's back up, right?
'Cause this one's got ankle. So
But what was this about dots being back up? If target is stunned, oh, they've all got different different things
What?
that happen if you do it. Is that right?
Fire, wind, and dark. Our storm's fire, wind, and dark.
Yeah.
Decrease the cooldown time of arrow storm by 1 turn whenever you attack an enemy under continuous. So if you hit the same unit multiple times, it cools it down. So if there's only one enemy, it's ready to use every turn.
No, same with no, but if they're all on the dots and it hits anyone on the dots 4 times, then it's back up, right?
Yeah, but it's got to hit the same. That's what I mean. If there's only one enemy, it'll hit one
Oh,
once,
yeah,
and then
yeah.
it's the same one 3 times, so it cools all the way down to 1 turn. So it can be used against a single target over and over again if it lands every dot. That's actually very interesting.
Mocha. Necro B12 tattoo team.
Oh no, please don't.
4 hit, guaranteed as backup again. And then you just need an Abigail to go 8, and then Adrian 80, tattoo. Oh, but tattoo.
I've got 2 of those.
Tattoo's not going to be a backup. You need.
Am I going to have to do this though on a violent Elven Ranger and hope that it procs so it uses its skill against straight away?
No, because you got that 8 attack shield. You still have to.
Yeah, but I use Abigail.
You still have to go Abigail and then come back around to. I feel like it might work something like that. What we need is one that does 5 dots. 5 dots for 2 turns. 1 unit that does 5 dots for 2 turns.
I could burn through 1 or 2k crystals just trying to get 2 violent procs on the boss. Wouldn't be the first time. When I got rank 1 in Asia in Necro, when B12 didn't exist and B11 it was B10, I spent maybe 3,000-4,000 crystals doing that. It took a really long time. What a waste of crystals. And then I posted it on YouTube though, which is great. Rank 1 Asia, and then now it's like, yeah, there's B12. Who cares?
I got something I shouldn't show you because you're just going to beat me by the time I wake up in the morning.
Wait, did you beat me in one of the elemental ones? Wait, what's this?
Punisher's Crypt 10. 2309.
Really?
Beat you by 13 seconds.
Wait, Punisher's Crypt? Was I rank 3?
Yeah. Oh no, this is my community.
I was gonna say I was not ranked.
Yeah, no. I'm ranked.
Oh, you're ranked 32.
I'm ranked 32.
Wait, what team did you even use for that? I actually haven't farmed any artifacts for weeks. So I really need to farm again.
Nah, because you'll get like 19.
What's your team? Oh, I don't have the same units as you though.
Nah, you know what it is.
He's not gonna tell me.
You know what it is.
No, I don't actually, but I can just press on it.
It's a tattoo team. But I had to change it to get him to move in front of Tattoo. And you can't use his skill 2 or the boss will cut you in and kill everyone. So you gotta use his skill 1.
Why do you need him to move before?
Because Lucian Amp.
Then the boss moves?
2 dots. It's like dot, extend, nuke, Lucian Amp. And then Lucian skill 1, the boss. And then turn order is...
Sorry, wait. Did you say he went and then Lucian? It's Lucian first, isn't it?
Lucian's first. Lucian Amp, Sath, Melia, Pang, Tattoo. Lucian Amp, Sath, Melia, Pang, Tattoo. And then...
But what was the
Lucian
problem?
skill 1, Sath has to use skill 1. So the issue with Punishers is when you hit the side crystals, they gain attack bar, they give him a boss a turn, slows your run down, nukes your whole team. So you got to use his skill 1. Getting his skill 1 to land dots. Pain. Because his passive makes him...
Oh, yeah.
His passive makes him land a dot with a 50% chance. His skill 2 lands continuous damage, so you've got 2 chances to land dots. It's easier to land the dot in the mid-boss because you can use Deadly Swing. It took me like 50 runs to get him to finally land 1 2-turn dot with skill 1 so that I could then double it with Melia and then double it with Pang. And then to get the 100 to nuke it down.
I just noticed that like rank
So it was like
3
1 dot,
was
3
just
dots.
Lucian, Sap,
Yeah, 4 and dot.
Yen, Pang, Tattoo. Like literally the exact same team that I use for Giants.
The 3? Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
Nyx. This one.
No,
That can't be
no,
right.
not Nyx.
This one here. Oh, this one.
Rank 3, Igor. That's my Giants team.
I can't do this because my paying skill 2 is not mixed.
So what you're telling me is if I do that, you look at
Well, I
you've
didn't
done.
want to tell you. You've been looking at a 20-second. That's what I said.
Oh.
If you do it, you're gonna get 20.
It's 2 a.m. You've told me now. Now I'm gonna be up until 4 a.m. I was gonna go to sleep. No, I wasn't. I would have just watched a movie.
I don't know. Rank 22. Oh man.
What's that? Oh, rank 22. Yeah. God.
Oh god. All right.
It's one of those things
Are we
now.
done?
Now
It's
I don't know how.
Oh shit.
We still gotta. We still gotta go with the nerf to come.
Oh, the nerf to come on. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
That's impactful.
Everyone's
I
like,
mean,
they didn't nerf it, they just changed it. I'm like, no, it was a nerf because you only use him in guild content.
Here he
Well, we
is.
missed
Now he's
our,
19.
unit.
Basically, 24-19. You're now slower, which means your vigor's slower, which is everything's slower. It's just worse. Yeah, he's just slower. I'm a bit shitty because I use 2. I don't use 2 vigors. But, you know.
How many mollies have you got?
Oh yeah, I got this many.
Wait, you don't have Molly. That's all right. No, I don't have one either. It was like, I hope you don't have Molly because then you'd be really upset.
Ah, nah. No mollies. Three Skogels. 3 Skogels. If I had 3 mollies, I'd build another Vigor and go. Oh man, I'm sick of dealing with Molly.
I look forward to seeing some new defenses that isn't common Skogel, Molly, Vigor, or whatever.
Same. That's the most exciting thing. I mean,
New
you'd
things.
think I would think that Ariel's the most exciting thing, but no,
This is doing really
that's
bad.
the most exciting thing.
This is 0-3 already.
What's
Like,
that?
Come on, Vigor.
Oh, really? Shit.
0-3. And like this is like, you know, that's like ring quality wise, like.
Show him the Varus defense.
You probably enjoy.
We both have the same one, and they both do very, very well.
19 and 8. It's my
No one expects Rauk or Varus
No one expects
to be
No one expects
really, really fast.
Oh, yours is faster. Yours is like
Oh my god.
40 something or something. Yeah. And then he goes straight in stuns and defense breaks, and then you need a fairly fast Rauk too. Mine's a little slow.
A little bit slow, plus 10.
And then this is the Fran.
Yeah, no one expects it.
Because like you get 10% speed lead, 278 speed Fran into a Varus stun into team up. Like, it's 4 times your Rauk speed. I'm pretty sure I could get a much faster Rauk. It would be better to put Rauk on like Swift. Like I'd rather have Rauk on like, this set.
Side note, not that I'm trying, but what was your Punisher Crypt time again?
20,
So competitive.
23.
23 sec. What's your rank?
Alright. $32.
Okay, that's
So,
pretty good. I
rank-
can't beat that.
Like first to 32 is 3 seconds. You know, I'm running. I got rank 32 with 23. I only need to knock
23.
But I did that 23, and I went like amp nuke amp. But then the boss comes in and he attacks, and that's supposed to slow me down. But then, like, yeah, this guy with the Nyx, that's the only way you get 19, because he's just placing all the dots here, and then nuking. That's how he's getting 19, because this is doubling them.
Yeah, they Nyx. Oh god, I want Nyx and I want Hertite.
That doubles the
And
dots.
you have one.
I'd love a Nyx. That'd be good.
It upsets me.
Alright, let's have a look. Let's finish the last bit. Light Anubis. Actually have one. I'm a little sad I only use him really in guild and siege and stuff. I don't see where you would use him for a global defense leader outside of regular R5, because he's good for R5. So
Which one is this you're looking? Oh, light.
So you get a 25%. You get 25%. Ah, thanks for the follow, once Shadow Midzy. Appreciate it. You get this global defense percent now from the guild one. The guild one was higher, so you'd use this in R5.
Yeah, I guess it's good in Dimension Predator.
Yeah, but everybody picks Verd.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's clearly a nerf. I mean, if they're
gonna nerf
Amana.
Armana, if they're gonna nerf his leader skill down a little bit and make it they didn't touch the defense.
I'm okay with that because
the
Amana is
branding
clearly a
and-
Nat 5.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Amana's a Nat 5 and Nat 4 skin, so I'm okay with this.
This is actually 4-turn cooldown.
Since I actually pulled it finally.
That skill up I'm missing is a cooldown. I picked him for my 4-star skill up event, and all 3 went into there, which is a bit painful.
Oh,
Yeah. But it's nice because he was always missing defense break, and I'm like, I gave him accuracy. Why is he missing defense break? And he got harmful effect increase. But I'll summon another Anubis come sometime. Yeah, you got.
What, another Amana?
I mean Anubis. I need 2 more Anubis to skill him up. Just regular.
Oh, actually, I still need some too. I'm pretty sure mine's not. Wait, how long have you had yours?
I only got mine. I remember I just got one, and you're like, oh, I got one too. Like 2 weeks later.
Yeah, because I have not had mine long at all, and I still haven't really used it. I have not put it to use. Everyone's going on about how amazing and OP it is, and I thought the same thing for so long, and I just haven't touched it.
Oh, he's great. He's great. Literally a Nat 5. You got an LD5 in your storage, mate. Build him. He does stupid amount of damage for full support.
What do you mean one? Sitting next to Shazam. But I actually use Shazam. Shazam's really... I don't want to say it's underrated because, I mean, obviously no one from Come To Us would be listening to this stream, but if they were, I don't want them to not buff him. Give him a strip on skill 3 like his brother. Then he's broken. And I'm okay with that because I have one.
Looking for some.
Nerf Shazam. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, he's too OP.
Oh, was that Lightbolt? Oh, Jesus.
Totally
Of course
agree.
it was.
Yeah. Oh, I think that wraps it up, right? Listed skill errors. What was wrong?
Yeah, that's it now.
Water Ryu was not. His passive wasn't activating when you're attacked by Poseidon.
It's very specific.
Yeah, that was a thing. Yeah, so like if Poseidon was attacking an RT Chiwu, Sierra Chiwu Poseidon, people were picking Water Ryu to counter it. I didn't touch on that actually. So it's still a very Chiwu control cleave meta. Water Ryu was on a fairly good spot. So the way his passive works, Chiwu comes in, attacks you because you're hit. You gain full attack bar, cut in, and then skill 2, strip and stun. The reason that works really well is because you can build Despair, really tanky, high accuracy. He doesn't have to be fast because he gets that full attack bar. You don't have to worry about trying to outspeed the Chiwu. You just know that he will cut in. So if I see Chiwu picked first now in RTA, I literally first pick Water Ryu and go, okay, I'm going to let you have Chiwu because I'm going to take second turn.
Yeah.
It's a good little counter pick. You build it on Despair and it stuns something and you just watch them quit. They're like, oh my god. game over. Maoki stunned. Like their whole plan was,
Oh.
I'm going to strip them, I'm going to stun the whole team, and they're never going to move. And then they go, I strip you, my whole team's stunned. Shit. So, it's nice. Water Ryu is probably the most meta relevant one right now. He does have 24% speed lead as well. The other way to
I'm
use
jealous
him
of that.
is to pair him with Chiwu, because he is a 24% speed lead AoE strip. So
Basically, same thing, isn't it?
basically the same thing. So you pick Chiwu, you pick Water Ryu first pick, and then they've got no counter pick to it. Then you go, Okigani, Savannah, etc.
I have neither.
Chong Pong,
I have that.
Mr. Chong Pong.
All right, next, a few changes to the change to the Fire Rift dungeon actually, which is interesting to see.
The minions did something wrong?
Yeah, fix an error.
what?
of
I didn't-
checking
I missed
target
this.
for-
Correct target for the accuracy. No, that's
What?
so all
I know,
three of those, the Dark Inferno, the Dark Tower's Secret Visit, and the Fire Rift Dungeon Fire Minions fixed an error of checking the incorrect target for the accuracy resistance.
So you're saying it's like what? So if someone could have like 20% resistance and someone could have like 100% resistance, and say that 100% person killed the Dark Inferno, it would focus someone who had like 20% resistance
Right.
and would do something.
But
I'm guessing that's
how does that apply for Dark Taoist? Because
I don't know what it does, to be fair.
his is just a passive that heals him.
Whatever they do, all I hope is that they make it harder to finish that fire dungeon because I'm rank 1 Asia, and I don't want anyone to catch me.
Oh, it's a
Oh
stun.
my god.
Okay, so
Make it really hard.
So wound hack for his secret visit, the Dark Taoist. It's a stun, so you'd be stunning a target, and it would be picking someone else's resistance. But I don't see how that
That's-
works for the Fire Rift Dungeon Fire Minions.
Does
What
it
do you
stun?
what do you rank one in, Mocha?
Fire.
Wind, fire, light, dark, Hall of Magic, and rank 2 in water, which upsets me because I'm equal first, but slower by they got there first.
Yeah.
I think. Tell me if that's still the same. I haven't checked for a while. Oh, he's about to break my heart. I can tell.
You won.
Oh.
You won. In Magic.
And the others?
I'm 15.
What about the
Not that far behind.
what about all the elementals? Oh, don't worry. I've been checking. I'm well
Oh,
aware that
lights.
you're up there in all of them.
Lights.
I've been looking to make sure you haven't
I'm
overtaken me.
8. Oh, 8.
Oh.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at the difference between rank 8 and rank 1. 11.41, 11.4, 11.35, 33. This is Mocha likes to run 1,000 crystals worth of light beast to make sure that he wins by 0.67.
Oh man,
it's like
I wish it was.
it's like
I wish it was only 1,000.
Lucian Shed. You know, Lucian Carly. Lucian Carly. Attack lead Lucian Carly. It's like there's no other way to do it. Lucian Carly, and these are all on fight runes. Because I was trying to make sure they
It works. It's actually it's extra easy when you have a Perna that you just have on fight runes.
Dark. Yep, 1.
Oh, that was dead close.
Oh,
I had
must
that
be really
one.
annoying.
I had that one. He was 1, and I took it, and then he beat me again because Perna with fire runes. Pretty much same team. Shaman just one tap the boss because it's all the dark. Lucian Amps wave 1, skill 1. Lucian Amps wave 2, attack buff branding, 1 tap. He did the same thing, but ran 500 more runs.
at least.
At least.
I'm running Punisher's Crypt right now while he's showing me this.
Fire, you're still 1. I'm 7.
Woohoo!
But look at that time difference. That's a full second between 1 and 7. And you got the exact same team as me, I reckon.
There's one that I've got a massive lead in.
There's a full
think
second
I might
that
be
you have the
win.
same team.
Wow.
Yeah, the water.
Check.
this
I
is the
think
one-
I
this is the one
water.
shitty
This is
about
the one
it.
that upsets me. Look at 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. Oh, and then there's me all the way down at 5, this much slower. Water's tight.
Oh yeah.
1283,
Water is so.
85, like, water is tight.
Look at that C3 player jammed into all those Guardian players.
Oh,
Muted at the wrong time.
can't get arena, right?
I don't get it. You definitely can. You 100% have the runes in the team to do it. This one, look at this difference.
It's your Brandier. No one puts that
Yes,
much
it's
effort into
exactly
Brandier
it. Brandier one-shots the boss, just bang, dead.
with Perna lead. And I just can't do that much damage.
Oh yeah, Perna
I'm
lead
gonna run this
certainly
team,
makes a
which
difference.
just takes longer because you got to do this and then this, whereas you're using one skill, which is saving you a second. That's the
Yeah, it's
difference-
just-
that's the
do-
difference
do
between
any
13
others
and
take-
14.
Does anyone else bring Brandier?
Yep. Rank 5.
But they're still a second slower.
Because it's not one-shotting and they're using the Lin. You're the only one
That'll do it.
that's one-shotting. Because it's a fight burner, right? So you're going wave clear,
Yeah.
defense back branding, one tap. Everybody else is going wave clear, defense back branding, one tap, two tap. Depending on who we use. One tap, two
Actually, one more.
tap. One tap, two tap.
Scroll back up to the top again of the list.
Oh, this one.
The Hall, Wind, Water. What's at the top? You just go to Punisher's Crypt.
Oh no.
That's down a little bit further there. Yeah. Oh, actually, go.
I
go,
know
go
already
Giants,
because I'm 33 now.
before you do it, go Giants and Dragons first. While you're there,
Oh, mate.
let's build the suspense before the
Where is
disappointment.
he? Where is he? What did he run? 22.26. Yeah. I gotta skill up my pang. Still Fortress.
Stole the number 3 team. The Giants and Dragons are
18.
good.
Holy crap. You're rank 6, wow. Wow, this guy's running 15.
Oof. Season.
Beating you by 3 seconds, mate. Oh, good old,
Yeah,
good
no,
old
it's the
Ross,
same team
good old
too.
number 22. There's number 22
He is
again.
the same speed as me. That's why same team. I don't understand it. What about Giants and Dragons? We can show them. We don't have to worry about Necro. We don't look at Necro. I can't do Necro.
Let's
I think
do
I'm
Necro.
ranked 6. I was ranked 10th or something in Necro, and David was like ranked 8. I'm ranked 600 or something now,
Oh, no, no,
Yeah,
no.
well, I'm just
and I'm only like 4 seconds behind 100. Wait, you're ranked 2?
If I give my Lucian 8 more speed, I can run this.
Are you ranked 2? Oh, you're ranked 160. I thought you were ranked 2. What about Dragon and Giants? Have I lost rank? I don't want to lose rank. I have a few times, and it's annoying. Wait,
7.
I think I lost rank in Giants.
You're 7 in Dragons. I'm ranked
And
55
and
and 24.
Wait, what am I in Giants? I lost rank in Dragons.
6.
I was 6. And I'm 6 in...
But you're
Yeah, look at this, look at this.
exactly the same as 5.
See that? Yeah, I got that tonight. If I got 19.02...
I'm all the way down at 27. 1 second later. 1 second later and I lose 26 ranks. Oh man. Alright, I need to go to bed, guys. I gotta leave in 3 hours for work.
Yeah, we'll end the stream then.
Yeah. Thanks
It's been
everyone
fun.
for joining.
Thank you for stopping by.
It's a good going
Yeah,
through the
fair
patch notes. Thanks for everyone's input. I'll see you all next time.
See you later, guys.